Hey, Amber, what's going on? Hey, Mike, what's up, Amber? Oh my goodness. And Drew, Quita, what's up? Hey, Mike, how y'all doing? Quita, what's good? Man, I'm tired. That McFrappy and whatever, y'all. Eat Oreos. Nah, I had to leave them alone. I had to leave those alone. Lisa Clothes, what's going on? Quita got a cute picture. Lisa Lewis. Oh man, I give up. Amy, what's up? How y'all doing? Let's get ready, man. Let's get this thing popping. Me, go ahead and we had a 𝗟𝗓𝗖𝗓 interview. Let's see if we can find my buddy. Ali Carter, baby. That's what we're going for. Go through our history. Yeah. There she go. There she go. We on this side today. Oh man, my stomach. Uncle Mike's stomach hurting, y'all. Man, I know I clicked on that joint. I know I clicked on it. Yeah. Most definitely. Y'all ready? DoorDash from KFC. Ha. JRS. She is blessed. Louisiana is known for, what y'all known for? Cookouts and barbecues and stuff like that. My stomach hurt, y'all. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit this, go on to the live. Plug up. Gotta plug up. Cell phone dying. Yeah. The first thing we need to do is start getting all kinds of chargers, because the phone died while I was live. We can't have that no more. Yeah. And on these, hey peeps, Murph is back. Shout out to Murph. Sharon Clark. Everyone from the UK. Everyone from the UK. Hey, Amber, say hi to 𝗟𝗓𝗢𝗓. What's up to 𝗟𝗓𝗢𝗓? He got some edits. He got some edits going on back there. Right on to here. All right. I'm gonna be drinking water. I'm on a water diet, y'all. Once it's almost 2:00. I think I ain't gonna drink any water. Anyway. Should I? Yeah. I'm gonna do it like this. Let's see how this gonna work. Amy waving hi to everybody. Oh, Mike, don't forget to record. Yes, it's set to record on this side all the time. Every time I go live, it's automatically recording, and I'm downloading. Yeah. Let me hurry up and get this intro out the way, y'all, because I don't feel good. Oh, Lord. Mike, don't forget to record. Yeah. How y'all doing? Y'all doing all right, man? Did y'all enjoy my man, Doc? He doing a thing for the kids, man. I think that's real cool, what he's doing. So, 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞 is back, y'all. All right, here we go, y'all. Here we go, Amy. Teamwork makes the dream work, guys. Yeah, Amy trying to get herself on the team. That's what she trying to do. Nah, I'm just playing. We the rocket. Blast off. Let's go. Here we go. What? Wait a minute. I gotta take the call drop out. What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? I am so happy we are bringing great news. Y'all know 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞 been missing in action for a little while. She was in hiding on the download. Now, Allie, I'm gonna let you know I'm a little mad at you because I couldn't sleep. I've been so worried about you, girl. But I'm glad that you are okay. I am happy that you are still alive and kicking and nothing happened to you. We was worried. We were worried, man. I know I was worried. I was very much worried that something happened and everything. And before we get started, y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Don't forget about our live channel, the Music Recording Network Live. We are on the live channel now, actually recording this. So you can see the live when I start off and all the crazy stuff I be saying and saying hello to everybody in the chat room. Oh man, my stomach hurting a little bit, so I'm definitely gonna talk long. But check this out. Y'all know about somebody, a Jane Doe or whatever, filed against Jay-Z. I thought 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞 went and hiding and wasn't saying too much because she was the Jane Doe. That's just was thinking. I think I'm wrong though. Now that all this information coming out, I just was like, what if it's 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞? Yeah, she probably, because you know the lawyer tell you stop recording and don't do this and all this stuff. So I just put that together in my mind. I was thinking maybe she in hiding because she the one that filed that lawsuit against Jay-Z and Puffy, by the way. Yeah. And I don't know if that's true. I doubt if it's true, but that was my hopes. You feel me? So anyway, let's get to this video, man. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Please don't quote that because that was just a apostrophe. Let me make up a word. That's a scientific guess of mine. All right. Without any further ado, let's check this bad boy out. JRS in the house with the husband from Pakistan.
Hey. Hi, y'all. It's been a minute. And I don't have that long. So I'm really going to try to spit this out. But before I turn off the comments, I need y'all help real quick. Okay? I missed you too. Thank you for the prayers. I can feel the real 90s coming closer. So thank you. I appreciate y'all more than you will ever know. Thank you. I need y'all to read between the lines with me. Help me. Okay, please. Today is, help me. Today is what?
Tuesday, December 10th, 2024.
Tuesday, December 10th, 2024. All right. Let me say that again. Today is Tuesday, December 10th, 2024. So thank you for screen recording this. Hi. Okay, before I start with anything, I need to pray, because I know there's a lot of new people. So I thank you for being here. I need you to help me and just listen with your heart for a second. Just help me, okay? So glad you're alive. Thank you. Yeah, we still kicking. So Jesus, we just ask that you please protect us, God. Please let every word that come out of our mouth be of you, God, and not of our own. Jesus, we thank you for getting us this far, protecting us through every storm, God, that takes down every window and sometimes the doors, Jesus. But we thank you. We thank you for guiding us, protecting us, and giving us a sign even when we feel like you're not there, Jesus. We thank you for the family that we have. We thank you for the amount of angels that you have brought our way to listen, Jesus. We just ask that everything that we say, God, be carried for the children and for the message, Jesus. We just thank you. We honor you. We praise you. And we love you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Okay. I know some of you are like, I don't believe in Jesus. I should have said something. At first, I didn't either. I'm not trying to shove them down your throat. We can all agree on one message, okay? That's the children. So, I bet I didn't warn you about the prayer, but got some Jesus today too. High five. Anywho, who knows that we went viral in November of 2020. We didn't mean to be on social media. We went viral November of 2020. Who knows that since November of 2020, not one time, I need your interaction right here before I turn off the comments, because I'm about to turn them off for a second, okay? Just because I need everybody to focus. I really need y'all to focus, because people get so misconstrued, mixed up, and into what other people have as gossip columns, all right? This is not that. So please stay with me, okay? Have I ever asked y'all for a Patreon subscription fee, Cash App, anything like that? Yes or no? Those that are OG 90s that have said, I've been sitting here from either day one or in the middle. I've been watching y'all for a really long time. So I know that I can answer this question. No, thank you, 21HHC. Thank you, Indigo Drought. I think I said that right. Indigo Drought. Thank you. Never. Nope. No. No, never since day one. What have I asked y'all for? To listen, and presence is powerful, right? I've never, ever wanted you to give me any money for my truth, because I am not selling my truth. I'm telling my truth. Do y'all understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So those who are asking you to feed their Cash Apps over the truth are no better than the slave traders they're talking about. Do you understand what I'm saying? You got me? Ultimately, we are talking about the children. The truth and the children are priceless. There never should have been an amount on anybody's head. So when you go to talk about this, you shouldn't be charging money for this, because those of you who are sitting here like, all right, what's about to be said right now, this information can benefit you and somebody that you may see on the street that may need you to be a voice and not a dollar sign. Do you understand what I'm saying? So now, one time, have we ever asked y'all to feed our Cash Apps? Stay with me. Feed our Cash Apps. Do we have a Cash App? No. There's. You do? I think I do. Okay. But point is, we've never asked y'all for money. Okay. There's no GoFundMe. I used to call those, excuse my language, but GoMe. Because that's what they are. The Give, Send, Goes, the GoFundMes. You are trafficking your pain if you are asking people money to tell the truth. I'm not doing that. There's a lot of people making money off my name, and the only people that have not done it is me. There are people with fake accounts. There are people using my name. There are people resharing my videos. So if you're screen recording this right now and you're sharing this, to share it for the right reasons, I appreciate you. And I would point people towards some people, because I don't want to endorse anybody. I don't know if somebody is going to flip on a dime and the next thing you know, they have a TV mentality. I don't know that. So I don't endorse anybody for that reason. If we did an interview with someone, I would tell them, hey, can you guys go look at this and then pay close attention, because usually when people don't get their way, if I didn't hand them insurance, if I didn't hand them an affidavit, if I didn't give them the information they wanted, if they didn't get the followers they wanted, if their Cash App or their Patreon or whatever didn't make that much money, they will be pissy and then turn on who? Me. So therefore, we just tell you, hey, this is what we did. Pay attention. Okay? But no, we will never, ever ask you for a subscription of Patreon. The truth is priceless. Say it with me, everybody. The truth is, priceless. Not one time. All right? So if you see someone doing that, you can tell what's going on, because there's some people that are giving you truth sprinkled in with lies so that they can make what? Money. Everything is about a money thing. No one does things. Not very many. Excuse me, let me take that back. We got many 90s sitting here. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Not that many people do things for the truth and for the right thing to do. Not many. But there's a lot of you that do. And you see how some of you get shut down. The truth is priceless. The amount of hell that I went through is priceless. I've already been a dollar sign. So I'm not doing that. Okay? If you see anybody ask you for money in regards to me, my videos, my information, all of the information I have put out is priceless, and it's somewhere. It's sprinkled somewhere. I have 18 live platforms that other admin are running. It's not me. I couldn't keep up with them all. There's no damn way. So I'm telling you right now that there's many different platforms, but not one of them are asking you for money. They won't. And all the information that you need on there is free. Everything that I've said is free. My face, it's out there for free. Okay? My information, it's out there for free. Every open wound and deep past scar is out there for free. We are struggling, and we don't ask for people's money. There are people who have said, hey, let me send you this, let me please. And we have argued you down because they're like, we would rather you know our heart. We would rather you know the message that we carry than what's in our wallet since day one. So if anybody is asking you for money, something else is going on. And you should assess those things, especially their character if they are claiming to be a survivor. Are we all clear? Okay. Cool. I got a few things for you, okay?
Wow, she just went straight to the point. She didn't say no names or anything like that, y'all. I apologize. I had to step out for 1 second, man. I'm doing too many things. Here we go.
Turn off comments so we can all stay together. All right? Give me a second. If y'all can just okay, I see the little hearts. Cool. So I know you're still here, and it didn't pause. All right. So there's a TikTok mess. I'm looking over here. I do not have a script. I'm gonna flash this right at you. Make sure. Yep, I can flash this right at you. I made some notes because there's a lot that I need to just before I get off of here. So this is not a script. There's a lot of TV mentality going on, so I have to tell you, because there's a lot of people playing with people, and I'm not for the bullshit. I am exhausted. And for those who are playing me and saying they're me under account, you want to take some of this PTSD. You want some of these nightmares? I can help you out if you could trade me with some of the triggers. Those who are saying that they're me, you don't understand what it means as a survivor to get on here and tell you something that I have to relive every 2 seconds. When we get off of here, there's been times where my mom is picking me up and scraping me off the floor. All right? My PTSD is so bad that I'm waking up covered in my own sweat and tears, not remembering where I am, screaming at the top of my lungs and still fighting everything off of me because I don't remember if I'm back or not. There are times when I have been in the corner like, Mama, I can't do this no more. I give up. And she's like, nope, we're not doing that. I've been in the tub and in the shower praying to God and telling him there is a strength that I am begging you for that I know I do not have. So please send me something, okay? Because I'm tired. I'm not for the bullshit right now. So please don't play with me, okay? I am not here to give you anything that is not real or misled. Do you hear what I'm saying? You? Do you? Okay, stay with me. There's a lot of TikTok mess with fake accounts. See, the thing is there's somebody who some of the admin or myself, I probably led into these accounts. I shut them down. My 𝐿𝐻𝐿𝐿 is locked down. So if you're watching this right now, somebody probably took this screen recording from December 10th of 2024 and posted it on another account. That's probably what this is if you're watching this from somewhere else. Because my accounts are locked down right now because I'm tired. All right? A lot of people are tired. 90s that have sat with us, that have went through us with the insurance, with the affidavits, understood how I've been screaming in nightmares when they're like, hey, go get some sleep, we'll stay right here. And then they know I'm waking up screaming. Okay. Those who have been with us when we've gotten pulled over, when we've been out just walking around on the streets and we have gotten a problem, they know too, and they're exhausted too. All right. So please, paying for the bullshit. Okay. So whoever I let in here that's screen recording these videos and putting them on TikTok and asking for a $2.69 subscription fee, shame on you. I hope you're learning something by screen recording my videos. That's one thing I hope. I hope that you see that you're becoming something that is equal to a slave trader because you're selling me for your gain. Ain't that sad? I understand that probably talking to you through this right now is not going to do a damn thing. That's why it's exhausting, because I feel like I'm just a broken record sometimes over and over and over and over again. So, but I'm going to ask you myself to please stop. I know you probably won't. It's pathetic that I know that, but I know you probably won't. But that's no better than a slave trader. You know that, right? The pimps that we're talking about, the sex traffickers that we're talking about, that's no better than that. You do get that, right? Okay. That's all I'm going to say about that. I have had a few admin reach out to me and say, hey, this is what's going on TikTok. What can we do? How can we help? Because this is disgusting. And we know you. And we know this is not real and this is not you. However, there's a lot of new people. There's a crowd of new people, and some don't hit every platform. We have a platform on X, a platform on Rumble, one on TikTok, the True Social, the 𝐼sArmy.com, the website. There's multiple platforms. So it's really hard to try to point people towards something when they're like, I'm trying to get the full story. I'm trying to go towards the insurance. I'm trying to hear her talk. I'm trying to understand what's going on, but I don't know where to find her. Thank you for trying. I don't know how else to lead you, but ask a real 90, because I'm telling you right now, their response to you will not be to point you towards anything that's money. Their response to you will be for the children and about the children, because they know any other response is distracting towards the truth. That's how you'll know where you are. That's all I can tell you, because this world is exhausting. Okay? There's a survivor mess going on right now. Let me talk to you about that. Everyone can stand on their own merit. Everyone can stand on their own truth. We have talked about this numerous times where people are like, hey, there's another survivor that just came out, and they're saying a lot of things that you said, and now they're saying they know you. We were together, rocking together. There's some survivors who are speaking, and they may have been in the life before you, and now they're trying to speak out, and they come from a certain area, and that sounds very familiar. Maybe they need to speak with you. Two wrongs don't make a right, y'all. And there's a lot of celebrity mentality going on. There's a lot of survivors that run gossip columns. That's why we don't link with other survivors' platforms. We have helped other survivors quietly, because sometimes we don't need y'all pat on the back, high five, elbow, none of that. All right? So quietly, we have helped some survivors, whether it's a message, whether it's a, hey, we got some extra money from recycling cans, we got some extra something, we got some extra groceries, we got some extra clothes we'll send to you. When we had to put together an event, we sold a lot of our stuff out of storage. Everything, a lot of things that we couldn't sell, dressers and TVs and clothes and things like that, we packed it all up, asked some 90s to come with us, and dropped it off at a known survivor's home. If we can't have it, she got it. Okay? And then we did whatever else we could with the rest so we can make it out to you guys. We're very simple people. Very exhausted, simple people. Okay? There are survivors posting their cash apps And here's the thing. The normal thing to do, and I know some of you are sitting here like, say the name. See, here's the thing. There are some that are running, did you hear me, a gossip column. They want you to get on there to listen to what's going on as entertainment. Not one time do they talk about who? The children.
Y'all know exactly who she talking about without saying the name. That's smooth. That means she knows what she doing. Y'all listen.
If they do it to benefit and make the views go up. If they use my name, they use it to make the views go up. If I don't answer them or back up from them, they say negative things to make the views goes up. Do you guys understand that on TikTok, people are making a lot of money? There's content creators now that make more money than doctors saving lives. All right. Now, with that, negative attention is attention. So if I tell you their names and I tell you exactly what I'm thinking, that is going to bring negative attention, which at the end of the day will distract you from who? The children. Everybody together. Who are we talking about? The children. Where should our focus be? The children. Why are we not talking about who? So my thing is if I tell you their names, we get wrapped up and negative attention. People are going back and forth and checking their platform and seeing if they said something, then checking the other platform and seeing if they said something, and then going back and feeding their Cash App because they tell you, hey, my Cash App is at the bottom of this video. If you send me some money, then I'll tell you more. We're not doing that. I'm not playing these games.
Shame on anybody that is. It's disgusting. It's painful. Messy. There's no reason for it, and it detracts from the children. Mm-hmm. While you going back and forth and causing drama and doing all that, you're not paying attention to the real problem, which is the children.
And everybody else is getting so wrapped up in a gossip column and entertainment, arguing and backbiting, mudslinging and what ifs, and then they get wrapped up in a story, and when that story is not working or fitting to their narrative, then they use my name. Or they orchestrate drama, false flag. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, there are some survivors who are out, who have platforms, and they're telling you a little bit of truth to have you hanging on to that truth so that way you're still there. And you feel like you're really getting into the truth and you're getting closer to who? The children. But then at the end of the day, ask yourself, how many times do they talk about the children? How many times do we go back and forth and not waver from the children? So I'm going to get off of this right now because this is wavering from the children. I'm telling you right now, stay with me. Do you hear me? Stay with me. I can repost my diploma. In 2012, I went to Summit View High School. I was barely 18 years old. I have the receipts. I had just got home with this white chocolate right here. That's my mom. Okay? Twins, I know, look just like her. But 2012, I was just coming out of foster care. Do you hear me? I had little credits as a senior in high school, like 12. You need 120 as a foster kid to graduate, 160 as a normal kid in California to graduate. I was in the state of California, not Dallas, Texas. You know what? If you start to, it's fine when you start to put your own story out, because your own story should hold weight on its own. It's already horrific as enough to call yourself a survivor and have to go through what we go through. This is not funny. After I get off here, we are going to be dogpiled with bullshit, dogpiled with people who don't understand the truth and they don't want the truth to get out, so they keep burying it. Dogpiled with satanic spells going our way that we're fighting in the spiritual realm. Dogpiled with decisions that how are we going to make right now because we need to get out of the way if these phones ding in a different way. Do you understand what I am saying? Okay? So there are times when we have to get off of here, put these phones down and say, Lord Jesus, which way? What now? And at the same time, my PTSD is off the chain. I am not healed, and I will never claim to be perfectly healed. I am struggling. Bad. Okay? So every time there's a new arrest, like there will be a raid for the Beehive, every time there's a new arrest, When I told y'all the new arrest was going to rock the nation, remember? I already knew that. MK Ultra sucks. I just didn't know when. So all this going on right now, I'm going to tell you right now, in 2012, I was trying my best from 7 a.m. to 6 o'clock at night to cram 4 years of high school into 6 months. And I graduated before my class. I did not leave the state of California at that time. So I am telling you, for some of you, I don't need to say a name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I don't know her. And it's not my place to tell you what else I'm thinking, because I think you already know. It's not my place. I'm struggling and I have enough on my plate. And if you understand that that's not just distracting from the truth, there are children being raped, tortured, limbs cut off so they don't fight back. There are children under your feet. There are children in your face. You walk past a survivor and you interacted with a trafficker today. Do you understand the world and the war that we are in, that everybody keeps going back and, oh, no, it's not true. And oops, wait a minute. Did Jay-Z, is Jay-Z on the news? Is he Rock Nation? Are you kidding me? I liked him. Same thing you said about Diddy. Same thing you'll say about the Beehive. It's the same thing you'll say about Ellen DeGeneres. It's the same thing you'll say about Oprah. What will probably throw you is when you find out that it's the same thing you're going to say about your teachers in your schools. The same thing you're going to say about your police authority that you thought you could call. The same thing you will say about who sits behind 911, who sits behind the trash, who sits behind Child Protective Services. Do you understand where those kids are coming from? Do you? How many children do you know are being abused and tortured? How many children did you miss? Because a lot of y'all are late. I'm not mad at you for that. I'm late too. Okay? Because for a minute, I was like, I'm tired. I know that nothing's going to happen. And then we sit here today, December 10th of 2024, and mainstream media might be talking about the 13-year-old girl, but they're not talking about all the under 13-year-old girls. They called them underage prostitutes. There's no such thing as an underage prostitute. These attorneys that are sitting everywhere, shame on you. Because this is why we won't trust one. I don't trust y'all. There's a lot of people who are like, why aren't you on these cases? Do you not see what I see? Let me help you. Let me help you. These attorneys are paid off. In a minute, somebody will flip somebody's evidence. In a minute, it's not going to matter what happened in the court, because the court, you see what Diddy's doing? He will eventually, how? Let me ask you this. Who has family that's been to jail? Who has family that has committed a crime? Who has family that's just been pulled over for nothing? Okay? Who has family that has been to court over a parking ticket? Who knows that when you end up in jail, ain't a damn thing confidential, but it is for elite. What was in that jail cell, that should be public. Those leaked out trials, it should have been public in the first place. The only reason why it's not public is because it's not a gossip column or entertainment like Johnny Depp and OJ was. Do you understand that Johnny Depp and OJ was for entertainment purposes? They let y'all glue to that TV. People were running home to see that because that was entertainment. It was keeping people distracted from the false flag that was going on, the real shit that was going on. So therefore, Johnny Depp and OJ was public trial. Diddy is a real trial. Do I believe that man is in that court? No, I don't know what clone is in there. I would not believe anybody that told me that he is actually arrested. I don't believe you. The same way those people who are like military tribunals, I've been to them. Why are you worried? Because if I saw Hillary Clinton's feet swinging like this, I would not be worried. I know there's clones. You know there's clone. Have you seen a new thing come out called Accused? Do you know that they use regular real skin? Kim Kardashian is trying to persuade people right now to have sex with robots. Go check. Okay, so everything that we have told y'all for 4 or 5 years, excuse me, but I'm a little irritated because I'm like, I know a lot of people are like, this is too wild. This is unfathomable. She crazy. I know. I am crazy. I'll take that. I'll take that. Don't fuck with me. I am crazy. But at the same time, I'm crazy in a good way because I'm tired. I'm tired. Okay? So, aliens. How many times have I told y'all those exist? Yeah. Many people are like, nah, she's crazy. How many times did your government announce they exist? But everybody is like, nope, I have to pay rent. I don't I don't care if they coming out of the ocean. How many times have we told y'all to watch the water? There's entrances and exits in the water, but your government came out and told you that the aliens are in the water. They're real, but they're in the water. How many times have we told y'all there are entrances, exits, and freeways under the water? How many times? A lot. For those of you who are new, you're probably like, I don't know you. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, a lot. A lot. And for you asking me, like, how come you're just not telling us this? It's just you that's new to the party. I've been speaking my entire life, not on social media. That's why I have so many receipts. That's why there's so many Child Protective Services reports. That's why there's so many police reports and rape kits, court documents, and all kind of things that I have. Because I've been trying for a very long time, and I gave up at a moment because I was just like, there's no point. Because look how many times you have been called a conspiracy theorist, crazy, there's no way, get off the internet. And now the same people that called you crazy are calling you back like, how'd you know that? For me, how'd I know that? 𝐘𝐻, it sucks. That's how I knew. When I put out that live and I told you the next arrest is going to rock the nation, 𝐘𝐻, it sucks. That's how I knew. A lot of people don't want to claim they 𝐘𝐻 because then you got to realize that means also dissociative identity disorder. That's DID. You can't traumatize people to this extent, put them on medication, and then say they healed after a little bit. You can't traumatize people. You can't witness somebody dying. You can't be in satanic ritual abuse. You can't have went through this type of trauma without coming out of hell carrying buckets of water, and in those buckets got many different parts. I am telling you right now that nobody wants to talk about the 𝐘𝐻 or the DID, because then you go down another rabbit hole that some people realize that they on that spectrum too. That everybody has a level of DID. If you've been in a car accident, you got a level of DID. There's 4 different types. This is dissociative identity disorder. Have you ever drove somewhere and been like, how the hell did I get here? I remember driving. I don't remember paying attention. You dazed out. Do you know Britney Spears? She just announced that her 5-year-old altar is up and she's going to kindergarten. That wasn't a lie. Her 5-year-old altar is up. And she probably took the phone from the caretaker, all in the same body. And she just told y'all, I'm 5. I'm not 43. I'm 5. She wasn't lying to you. You just don't know what she's saying. Everybody yelling, save Britney. Do you know why? There's many different Britneys, even the clone. Okay? So, there's many different arrests that are going on. I don't know if Jay-Z's going to get arrested. The thing is you see how it's on mainstream media. You see what Diddy is doing to pay off everybody. You see what Diddy is doing to say, I want the victims' names, to bring those victims' names up so we can send out our minions that we have contracts on. Those NDAs, yes. Before you walk into a party like that, and here's the thing, a lot of people are using me for just Diddy. I'm not talking about just Diddy. Please screen record that shit and share it. I am not talking about just Diddy. I've not been just screaming about Diddy either. Diddy is the tip, very small chip of the iceberg.
She always talked so much about the kids. It's always about the kids. It was never about Diddy. She hardly never said Diddy's name. She never said anything about Jay-Z. And I'm gonna play after this. I'm gonna play for the live stream. Not gonna play the whole video. I'm just gonna show the picture of her in that video with Jay-Z. And y'all decide for yourself, because to me, I tried to make like it wasn't her, and I really, really think it was her. And she don't even remember, because they had all on them drugs. She don't even know if it's her or not. Think about that. Come on, man. She is real. Y'all know she real.
Do you hear what I'm saying to you?
Here we go, y'all.
Screaming about Diddy either. Diddy is the...
Here we go.
Contracts on. Those NDAs, yes. Before you walk into a party like that, and here's the thing, a lot of people are using me for just Diddy. I'm not talking about just Diddy. Please screen record that shit and share it. I am not talking about just Diddy. I've not been just screaming about Diddy either. Diddy is the tip, very small chip of the iceberg. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? Diddy is what you can see. Diddy is who they are allowing you to see, because you see the case notes that say Jane Doe, John Doe of celebrities, the ones that stood there and watched. Remember I told you they put things on broomsticks and they rape people with them? And then if they did not touch you, they can say for plausible deniability, I didn't do anything. When they're coming out saying I'm not giving you one red penny, that's blood money. That's why I said to sue somebody is bullshit, because I don't want their blood money. Red pennies. Do you hear it now? I don't want nobody's blood money. The only person that I would take a check from gladly is Child Protective Services custody, because y'all been doing this for a very long time. And I disappeared for a year. I took care of my damn self. Nobody came when I was 3 months old. Nobody did anything after the numerous reports that I've already posted. Nobody did anything when you knew what was going on, when there was more than one child on the case. No one did a damn thing. So if somebody wants to cut me a check, I'll take that from Child Protective Services custody. Everybody else is blood money. I would rather starve the same way I did in Child Protective Services custody. My mom and us, I would rather us. There's nobody else in this car. Us. DID, us. Okay? So if I slip and say we, I'm not practicing my pronouns. All right, that is the way they get you, so they don't have to tell you about DID either. Okay, my mom and I would rather stay in this car, sleep in the snow, and starve. Do you hear what I'm saying? We've done it. We still do it. You met me. Some of y'all have met me under the name of Justice. I walked into to something. Oh, whoops. I walked into something and I tried to just have peace for 2 seconds. I taught children. It was a blessing. I was able to become an artist that I am, a teacher that I am. I'm a special needs teacher. I'm a dance teacher. I am a cheer coach. I am a teacher. I'm a coach. And I love what I do. And if you love what you do, it shows in every move that you make. Do you understand what I'm saying? It shows in the people that you teach. It shows in the things that you say. It shows in your character. And y'all can read that. It doesn't take too long for real eyes to realize. Okay? So I walked into a place and I did something under the name of Justice, and somebody saw me. A lot of people saw us. It was a thing. And I said, you know what? I got to go. I did all this so you guys can see who we are. I did all this so you can see my heart. So if you knew me under Justice, yeah, hi. Hey, love y'all. Remember this? Keep disrupting the demand. And I pray that I get to be back soon. I love you guys if you're watching this. Miss Justice loves you all. But now you understand why I went under the name Justice. There's a lot of people in these arrests that should be talked about. They're covering their name. These celebrities are covering their name, like you heard in the Jay-Z case. But they had Playboy black cards. The Playboy mansions, plural. The Playboy mansions, not just one in Los Angeles. The Playboy mansions used to have these black cards. Some of the cards had a gold, white, or red bunny on them. Okay? Those told people what your status was.
Y'all listen to this. This real talk. This is the second time I heard this from somebody else. So y'all check this out right
mansions, here. Plural. The
More than
Playboy
one.
mansions, not just one in Los Angeles.
More than one.
The Playboy mansions used to have these black cards. Some of the cards had a gold, white, or red bunny on them. Okay? Those told people what your status was in the Playboy.
Like a credit card.
Yeah. All right. You know how you have a Costco membership card sometimes? It was like that for elite members of the Playboy. Okay. That card, when they flashed that card, everybody knew that they can get whatever they wanted depending on what color bunny was on that card. Gold, white, red, pink. All right. So some people that are saying they left the party so early, ask them if they've ever had a black card.
Go look in their wallet. What's in your wallet?
Go check if they've ever had a black card since they left the party at 9 o'clock. What the hell were you doing at a party that you knew that things were going on at? And I'm so sick of these celebrities that are now trying to save face and do this damage control of I left early. I was only there for this. I was only there for that. But now I'm coming out to tell you that, yeah, there was some trafficking and there was some things going on. Why? Because you need to check.
Mom say, what's in your wallet?
That's exactly what's going on. You need to check. Why don't you just be real with people? Why did somebody tell you to leave that party early? Everybody knows that no person, especially a celebrity or people that like to party before 9 o'clock. Bullshit. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you real talk. Black and Mexican culture, they don't, especially Mexicans, they don't turn the lights off to the party until the next morning. All right, tell me, come on now, because I grew up in a Mexican foster home for 1 second, so I'm telling you, I can _𝗓𝗓𝗡 with the rest of them. Okay. Until I knock the hell out. And I'm telling you, and I know that if you are Hispanic, you know that those parties do not stop until the morning. So don't bullshit people with this. I left at 9 o'clock. Why? Because now if you coming out to say something, you knew those kids were there. You knew something was going on. Yet you didn't do something, and now you want to come out and say, well, I left at 9 o'clock, so don't blame me.
Yeah, don't let anybody fly with that excuse. If you knew you had to leave because there was bad stuff coming, what did you do to help? Mr. Fox. When you tell those lies, don't come with those lies.
Don't do that.
Did she just name somebody, moms? Did mom just name somebody? Hold up, y'all. Oh my God. No wonder why they on the run, right? Check this out. Whoops, hit the wrong button.
Oh, you want to come out and say, well, I left at 9 o'clock, so don't blame me.
Yeah, don't let anybody fly with that excuse. If you knew you had to leave because there was bad stuff coming, what did you do to help? Mr. Fox. When you tell those lies, don't come with those lies.
She said her name.
Don't do that. Don't do that. All right? As well as the virtual buyers. Let me help you out. You remember during COVID 2020, you could go on a virtual thing and you can request like, hey, let me see. I'm trying to find the analogy, okay? If you wanted to oh, well, I know. Chats. You know that stupid Pinky doll? It's a porn thing, by the way. Pinky doll is a porn trend. You remember, when they do, oh, the roses, oh, the roses, oh, the hat, oh, the roses, that on TikTok is gaining money. Do you understand that? So when people put in the live, like, can you jump up and down? And then I'll give you more roses. They do that. If I send you a bigger gift, will you do this? There are virtual buyers that sit on a computer and say, hey, can you slap them? Can you punch them? Can you turn them upside down? Can you open their legs for me? Can you snuff them? And I'll pay you more money. There's that too. There's virtual buyers. So for those who are, I didn't do anything, what did you do? If you know about the way that they party, then what did you do? As an adult in the situation, what did you do? Because I know the authority responsible were not in control. The adults in the situation were in no control. So therefore, what did the adults do in this situation? That's the question that we should be asking. There are some people who are like, her mom was coaching her in the Diddy video. No, I was dazing out. Do you understand how hard it is sometimes? Because can I now that I've talked to you in this time, can you repeat to me everything that I just said in this few minutes? And then at the time that you repeat that to me, I need you to repeat to me everything that you have been through today. At one point, somebody's going to do this face. Wait. You know what I'm saying? You get me? There's a time where you stop to recall. If I ask you to open up the deepest, darkest wound in your life, there is going to be a moment where you stop and say, whew. Have you ever had a narcissist in your life? Have you ever had somebody try to control your life? Have you ever been in a situation where you don't know how to get out? Are you dealing with CPS right now? Are you dealing with something wrong in your marriage right now? Are you dealing with something wrong in your family right now? When you try to process something that is traumatic, it takes a second. So for those who are trying to say my mom was coaching me, she wasn't. She was trying to help me keep talking because I was dazing out. I'm trying. Okay? And sometimes being vulnerable is not easy. And I know you know that as a human being. There is something that you went through. I don't care if you farted in class one day because your stomach was rumbling. Can you talk about it? It's an embarrassing moment for you. You know what I'm saying? Like if you were ever in a situation where you just had to let one rip and now everybody is staring at you and you're like, listen, all right, I have something and my stomach is doing the 𝗙𝗡𝗡𝗏 dance and I don't know what's happening. All right. So then you're embarrassed and you're like,
wow, that's true. That's true.
So you try opening up your deepest, darkest wounds and tell me how well you get through it. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Dude, just leave me alone.
Yeah, I know I got to say something about that. I got to say something about the fart, y'all. Golly. I was in school and it was a girl that I really, really liked, man. And I don't even know how it slipped out. It just slipped out. And it was like the whole class was quiet. And I could feel the stomach and that embarrassment of, boy, did you just fart? Yeah. Yeah, I just farted. Yeah. But see, that's what in school. If one slip out now, I'd be like, my bad, and keep on moving. But she right. Y'all know she right. Check this out. Y'all know she
let
right.
one rip and now everybody is staring at you and you're like, listen, all right, I have something and my stomach is doing the 𝗙𝗡𝗡𝗏 dance and I don't know what's happening. All right. So then you're embarrassed and you're like, yeah. So you try opening up your deepest, darkest wounds and tell me how well you get through it. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Dude, just leave me alone. That's what he was trying to tell y'all too, with the tunnels connected to the house. Leave me alone. Re-listen to the music. I don't care what you talking about, baby. Everybody, their music is their diary. Art is a reflection of life. If you knew me as a dance coach, every piece of music I used was my reflection of life. Okay? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. All right? I'm laughing because I'm shaking. Leave me alone. All right? Insurance drops. Yes, we have affidavits, police reports, court orders, rape kits, receipts everywhere. My diploma's posted. I'll repost it in the thing. Yeah, we've been bare. We've been bare. All right? I graduated in 2012 from Summit View Continuation School in Riverside, California. Cram that shit. I had my own teacher tell me, you know what, girl, you ain't gonna make it. You're pretty. You might as well go be a waitress at Hooters. Already done that. So my mom flew in there and it was a lot. It's a lot. All right. So no, there's a lot of receipts everywhere, but there's redacted receipts everywhere because either there's a minor on my case, or unfortunately some of these people are still alive. Now there's some people that I would gladly wear white to their funeral, but it is not my place to get revenge. The
women don't fart movement.
Vengeance is the Lord's, right? So
JRS.
that's not my place. But there's some people that are unfortunately still alive. Quality insurance purposes, I don't make threats. I don't shot call the way they tried to make me to do. So no, I ain't doing that either. I don't hang with the pen. What they've really done. We'll see. Then there you go. But as far as attorneys, I'm not dealing with y'all. And the only reason why I'm not dealing with y'all is because I know how this goes. I've been to court. I've called the police. We've went to private investigators. I've done rape kits, been to police reports. I have been trafficked to judges. I have tried to hand information over and then they collect information. We went through a CPS case in 2021, I believe. And they collected the information until the information got too close to home and they shut the case down. We're not stupid. So we're not doing that. If you're an attorney and you want my information, do something with the footage that you have. Because to go back and forth with our enemies, and the admin go back and forth with our enemies is way too exhausting for that. So I'm creating just a strictly new 90s room, because we're going to need the world's help right now. Not for money. Your presence is powerful. We have walked out a few places. Thank you, Mariah, Cynthia, Dave, Kaya, Bree. I have a list of them, but this is what happened. I walked into a grocery store. Dave, I hope you see this. I hope you and your wife see this. I walked into a grocery store. This is what happened, right? I could tell when somebody is staring at me like, I think I know you, right? And I was moving ahead of them, and we were just trying to get groceries and get out of the store. I really wanted chicken tenders from the chicken tender deli. I'm just going to spit this out, all right?
Check
your chicken tender lady. Because listen, all your girl wanted was some chicken tenders. Okay, and I saw there was a couple behind me. It was you and a couple behind me that was staring at me so crazy. And I knew the couple behind me had some ill intent, and I saw you, and I kept moving forward, and I was on the phone, and I think you heard me get off the phone with the angel I was on the phone with, because I was like, ooh, head on a swivel, something's wrong, and I'm just gonna walk over here and get my chicken. Well, the lady at the chicken, please check her. I know you're the manager of the store. She bracelet, it's real. All right, it was me. Thank you. We've met a few people just walking around. I got out of the gas station. Somebody walked up to me. I was really sick, and I walked into this little soup place just to go to the bathroom. I had to pee. My stomach was doing the bar, So I walked into the bathroom. I walked out, and she was like, "Are you Allie Carter?" And I was like, "Yeah. All right." And it was really nice to hug her. It was really nice to talk to you, Cynthia. Thank you. But again, the look on my face was a little weird, because there was somebody sitting behind you kind of reading the room the same. So I'm always watching my surroundings in a way that if you see me and my face is funky, I'm so sorry. But thank you to the real 90s who have started to walk up to us and say, hey, I see you. That is helpful, because our enemies are doing the same thing with ill intent. And it's helpful to know that there are 90s out there that will see us and will say, hey, I know the truth. I just wanted to say hi. Please come up to us. Please talk to us. We would love to just give you a hug, say hello, hand you something that's on us. I've been handing people the bracelets off my wrist. I don't care. There's a lot going on. And yeah, you saw me. That was real. Dave, I am so sorry. You are awesome. God bless you and your family. Please check your chicken tender lady. She is rude. So, just telling you, we did see some 90s. Okay, but if I have a weird look on my face, I'm trying to wonder if you a friend or a foe. So I'm trying to get ready to see if we fighting or if we just friends. All right, so forgive me if the look on my face is a little suspicious. I'm good. I'm good. So yes, we have been seeing a few 90s in the wild. I love you guys. Thank you, because now that I know that if we ever are in a situation where I just need to scream my head off, please screen record and say something, anything. It's helpful than just to stand back and be just as worse as the people who stood back and watched that child get raped. So thank you for stepping up and standing on business and saying, hey, I'm right here. There's somebody who I just seen. There's an angel that was like, hey, I'm in this area. Come with me, get some peace, get out of the car. All right. My baby is here. She's doing something. You're going to be fine. I was on the way there. I was like, I'm nervous. I don't think this is a good idea. And she's like, screw it. I'm right here. I'm with you. Second we walked in there, somebody said, hey, Allie. And we were like, ooh, all right. So if you have that picture of me, I don't mind if you post it, if you know the heat that's going to come to you. But at the same time, I'm sorry if I was weird for a second, because I'm trying to assess the situation. So forgive me if I'm a little weird. I'm really a simple person. Okay. Thank you guys. More than you will ever know. We got to go. This is longer than I needed it to be. But we're trying to make a new Telegram room. And I just need to build the army, because I know there's some of you from Hawaii, and there's some of you from all over the place. And there's people listening all around the world. And that I never thought I would say thank you, because that's all I needed. and the little girl in me that is still not healed, that's all we needed. Thank you. Because not only did you listen for me, you listened for everybody else that needs you. Thank you. You are better than the 501c3s, the churches, the foundations, the organizations that are not doing what they're supposed to do. Thank you. You see how it's going to take the real people? You see that? Because this war that we're going through, the authority that we thought that we can count on is all into things and intertwined. The news stations, the police departments, your firefighters. There's a lot of people. There are far and few in between that are very good people. But they get mixed up and dogpiled by the bad ones. The people that are playing games and the people that are begging for money and using things for their own benefit. So thank you for being you. And I pray that we can meet somebody else. Wherever else we end up, that'll be cool. No, we are not on tour. Oh, that's another one. Let me talk about that, please. Some people are like, I hope the white hats, please, if you're screen recording, you probably have to stop the video because it's really long. I'm sorry. I've had to spit all this out. I've had a lot of time that I didn't say anything, so I'm trying to spit it all out now. But there's some people who have been commenting like, hey, can we get to Ali and Shelly's live? Where's the newest tour? Are they with white hats having their back? Those people that I just named off, Dave, Cynthia, Mariah, the people that we met in the store, Ariana and her family, those are the white hats. Do you understand what I'm saying? Don't let people play with you. There are no white hats.
If you sitting here and you're not evil,
you're a white hat.
You're a white hat. That's just what it is.
That's how it goes. I don't know what, there's a lot of people there's a lot of fake survivors and fake things that wrap people up into this TV mentality, and then they think that the stuff that they're telling people that's going on in this TV search that's going on, that's what people are drawing to. So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to break that bubble right now. That is not reality. We are struggling in this car. And when we decide to get out for groceries or gas, to smoke or to take a minute, that's when we run into white hats like you. The 90s that are sitting behind platforms that have seen our evidence, sat with us for a minute, been with us through the PTSD, knew when we got pulled over, if I called on you and you caravan with us just off the freeway so you knew that we got to the next place safely. Those are white hats. We are not with white hats and we are not on tour. We have done 2 events and people are taking clips of what they want of my videos and they're claiming that they're right now. So that's why I'm telling you the date is December 10th of 2024. A lot of people are using our story to benefit their gain, and that is sick. And I'm tired of being used like that. Okay? So those of you who are new and you're like, okay, so I'm trying to get to the next show. There is no show. We did 2 events and it was hell to do. And I don't know if we would do another one if I wasn't a guest at another one, because it's organizing is a lot. Getting security is a lot. I don't want anybody to pay $65 for a sweater when they get there. You don't need to pay $150 to sit at a very long table with us where you don't see us. We don't play that shit. All right. I want to feed you. I want to talk to you. I would love to meet you. That's not a reality when there's more than 100 people. It's really not a reality when there's more than 30 people. I may have more than the share in here, but out here, okay, I can't make that happen. All right. So for those who are like, I'm trying to get to your next event, I don't have one. I don't have one. If I had one, ask the real 90s, it would be all over Ali'sArmy.com. It would be up and about like you guys seen it for the first 2 that I did. And if that's the case, you know that your ticket into the event, if I'm doing it, what was it? I see somebody on Facebook that went to the event. I see you, Janice. I love you so much. Her ticket was free 99.
Free 99. Free 99, y'all.
25 pounds of chicken. I don't like to just throw chicken on this slimy. It's a thing. I just don't. So I stood in the kitchen and I cleaned 25 pounds of chicken for hours. Put on 4 different crock pots that Angels brought in, seasoned it up, and then somebody made some rice. We threw that all together. We went and got some snacks and stuff. And the fact that we ran out of bowls, I am so sorry. If I would have known that at my own event, we would have been eating off of paper plates. Somebody would have been sipping soup from cups. I am so sorry that was a thing in the first place. But we don't play that. Okay? And I understand that people have to make money. Those venues are not free. That's why I don't know if we could do one again, because we don't have that type of money. I'm not asking you for a Cash App. I'm not making any money from this. We don't have any money on our truth. So I don't have anything to pay for another venue to create an event. Do you hear what I'm saying? So no, there's not an event. Please, this part of this video, I need that part to go so far, because there's a lot of people that are asking, they're on tour. No, we're not. I don't know who made that rumor or that lie. That's not true. The truth is priceless, and this is the truth. So help me God, this is the truth, and we will die on this hill. You good?
I'm good.
Y'all want to see Mama again? Talk to Mama for a second before we go. Hi, Mom!
It's a little dark. Hey! Thank you guys for praying for us and keeping us in your thoughts. We appreciate it.
I hope you got all that. Some of you will be getting a message from admin soon saying, hey, there's a Telegram room made. I'm trying to build the army, put everybody together, so that way I can say, hey, we're in this area and we probably need your help because we got some idiots on our tail and we just need y'all help. We need the room for that. So if you want to be in there, we thank you. Comment below on this video and somebody will send you a link soon. And if you're on every other, and there's so many platforms that are going on, if y'all comment on those and say, hey, I'm a 90, I've counted the cost. And we could tell who those, the admin, there's a lot of admin that sit quietly. They don't say anything. They don't say a damn thing because they're watching. I love you, Aaron. They're watching. Okay, so thank you. And if you get a message to go to a Telegram room, because now that I'm saying it on here, somebody's probably going to make a fake one. Whatever Telegram room you end up, I'll be live in there soon. I'm going to say hi to y'all. But it doesn't, if you can't be in there, that's fine. Don't take this as, I'm going, I can't be in there. I'm so sorry. I don't even know how to make that. It's okay. It's okay. That is not tell me where you're, I don't care. It's fine. It's just, I need to, I know that it's time for me to bring this army together a little bit closer. Even if you're from Hawaii, if you're from Greece, thank you. If you're from Africa, I don't even, wow. Australia, I love you. But in the United States of America, we really need y'all help. Okay, and then outside of it, yes, please. We love y'all. We thank y'all. We pray for y'all and our enemies just as much as they P-R-E-Y on us. All right. All right. I pray that we could talk sooner than later, but there's a rest coming. And like I told you in the last video, it's going to rock the nation. There's more than that. We're going to be finding Dory in a second, too. Love y'all. Bye.
I am just so glad, y'all. I am so glad that she's okay. I love her humor. A lot of people were saying that she got to laugh and make jokes. And that's healing for her. That is a lot of healing for her. And one of the things that I think a lot of us was afraid that something had happened to her. Give us a signal, send somebody an email, and somebody like me, for example, you can send me an email and say, look, y'all, she's still alive. She's okay. But I'm glad she came on to let us know that she's okay. I just want to make sure that she's okay. So I'm glad of that. Ask Ali, was she the video? Ask Ali, was she the video? Yeah. I would love to interview her and find out and run New York. I actually had the video up and I can't even find the video now. But we're gonna do another stream and everything, and I apologize, man. I got some people. I'm trying to clear some things off my plate. I had too many things on my plate. And this information is coming and coming and coming again. your sidekick, your video sidekick. Yeah, I have somebody. You can see him. You can see him a little bit, but most definitely, man. We're gonna talk more on the 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞 thing. One of the things I like what she was saying about people putting their cash apps up. We never did that. We drop our cash app in our chat room. It's in our description or the more area, but we never tried to ask anybody. We never tried to sell any of this information. We let YouTube do its thing. We hope that everybody watches the videos. My goal is to actually share the information to more people. I think if we all get together and start sharing the information, more people will be aware of what's going on. If she need our help, we are here ready to help. She never said, y'all reactors, stop reacting to my videos. She never said that. If she said that, then I respect that, and we move on to somebody else, and we might talk about her or whatever the case may be. There's so far, to be honest, there's only one content creator is what I'm gonna call them. One content creator to put something in a video, so I'm like, okay, cool. You letting us know how you feel. We're not here to hurt anyone. We're here to help people. Help people. Dig my saying again. Help people. That's what we're here for. I am here, and this channel is here to help people. So on that note, I'm gonna get on up out of here. Hey, y'all take it light, take it slow. Y'all tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. And that's it, man. Yes, sir. Look at that. Hey, Mike. Hey, Karen. Karen. Yeah. What you want to talk about, Karen? Yes, sir. All right, what you want to do, brother man? What we're gonna do is you can pull your chair up.
Where you want me to put it?
Right there to that microphone. Okay. What we're gonna do is we can actually, you got any videos and stuff that you want to play or anything?
I tell you what, you could show that the underrated martial art movie star link that I send you. You can do that from you can play a link right from YouTube.
Yeah.
So
we
play that link. So
all right. What's going to happen is we're going to record everything from here. I think to here is finished. I hope we finished.
Can you capture that image you had up there with me and you in there? Send that to me later.
What? Oh, the video?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be on the, What I'm going to break the whole thing. This right here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to set up a monitor right here. This will be the monitor in the corner so we can see what we look like, because this is going to record this screen.
Okay.
So anything we show on the screen will be in your video.
And the camera for me to look is where?
Right there.
Right there. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. And this will be your microphone.
Look it up.
So we will say something.
Ron Hall.
Ron, you know what I kept saying?
What was that?
I call you
Rod.
No, I was calling you Ivan's brother.
I am Ivan's brother.
Who's the oldest?
That's not something me. I'm the first.
Yeah.
I'm the original.
So yeah, it's good to know your name.
Right.
I kept saying Ivan's brother. I gotta ask him his name. I'm terrible with names. They know that.
It's all good.
God dang it. Yeah, they know I'm terrible with names and everything. So yeah. Check it out, y'all. $199. All right. So what all the things that you want to play will be on this screen right here.
Okay.
So what do you want to play?
So go look at YouTube and look up a Viking Samurai Ron Hall.
There you go. Bam. There go your search right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Michelle.
Okay, so let's do this one.
Right here?
Yeah, that one.
All right, what else you want to talk about?
And
that's you?
Yes, man.
That's him, y'all.
So I'm trying to think. That's about it. That should be enough.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right, and any pictures, because as we go on, even if you see something else you might want to bring in, but
okay.
whatever the case may be. Yeah, we can ready to show people how this thing is done. If on
Sure.
That way you can hear.
Are you gonna take calls or anything or questions or something?
You want to?
Yeah, sure. We can ask. They can ask me anything about martial art movies and
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
See, can you hear?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Since we live, I like that right there. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't close the door behind you. You see the monitor?
Yeah.
That's why I like the monitor. It actually let me know what's going on.
I hear you.
You know, he said, I hear you. All right. We got water and stuff. You want some water? Or?
Yeah. Let me get a. Well, thank you very much.
We got water. I got cough drops because I'm getting over a cold and everything. So you want me to introduce you?
Yeah,
and
sure. Just saying, Ron Hall, Kung Fu brother.
Ron.
Yeah.
Ron Hall, Kung Fu brother. All right, let's do this. Here we got our I'll start off, y'all. This is gonna be an interview. Y'all know how I do. We just gonna chit chat and do our thing the best way we can do our thing.
All right.
The closer the better, I guess.
All right. Let me get in a little bit.
Okay. What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Yeah. Check it out without a doubt, man. We're gonna bring y'all something new, something different. All this daggone trafficking and all this other stuff, man. Let's bring something. I got a brother of mine, Ron. Ron Hall is a buddy of mine that from this area that was into karate and everything. He went to California, right?
That's right. I was there for 35 years.
Yeah, moved to California to actually start doing some karate films and different things, man. So basically, I don't know much. I know me. If he decided to kick my tail right now, I'm just gonna sit here and cry and ball up in the corner. That's what I'm gonna do. I ain't even gonna try to fight back. I got one question I want to ask you, but that's gonna be way down the line a little bit, man.
Sure. Yeah.
This is gonna be funny.
Okay.
So, man, how you been, man? How long you been living in California?
I've been living in California for 35 years.
35 years.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, hey, what do you want to start off with?
I guess we can start off with Washington, D.C. I'm from Washington, D.C. I was born and raised here. Lived in Northeast. Anybody remember an area called Kenilworth? And there's an area called Mayfair.
Yeah,
I lived right in the middle of both of them with a place called Eastland Gardens.
Oh, okay.
We caught hell from both sides.
All right.
And that literally is the reason I started taking martial arts, because I would go to this school. I went to Kenilworth Elementary School. And the kids were so ruthless. This was like in the 3rd grade. They were so ruthless. I had to get out of school 15 minutes early to go home.
So you're gonna get beat up?
Oh yeah, they would fight me all day long. Every day. Like when the teacher left the class, those kids were on me.
Right.
And they were pretty sophisticated. I mean, really, I'm telling you, these kids at like 8, 9 years old were like a sophisticated gang. They would like lock me off, in the classroom, or lock the door so I couldn't get out. So it was pretty, like, it wasn't traumatizing, but when I look back on it as an adult man, I actually handled it very well as a little kid.
Right, but as a kid, you scared.
Yeah, as a kid, that was like, it was like going to war.
Right.
Literally, it was like going to war every day, going to school.
At the end of this day, my life might end because these kids gonna jump me. Was it like one-on-one, or it's more like
No, it was kind of like this. What they would do first is, let's say it would be all of them against me. So I would fight certain guys till I lost, because they would get bigger and bigger. Because there were some guys in the 3rd grade that should have been in the 6th grade. So
wow.
So I would be like a couple of guys. I would go, I'd fight them off, and then I'd get to the bigger guys, and maybe one guy would get behind me, and the other guy would push him over.
Right. Okay.
And so that's kind of how it went. And then if they allowed me to run, they were in trouble because they could never catch me. They used to call me Monkey Manhunter, because it was like whatever the obstacle was, I was gonna get over it.
Right.
And there's there's this myth that they swear, those green fences at the schools, they swear I jumped the fence completely, but I know I just maybe I jumped to the fence to the top of it and maybe just flung myself over on the other side.
Right. So how old were you, or what grade you was in when you first started doing any type of karate or self-defense class?
Yeah, I think I was in the 4th grade. What happened was that I used to fight so much that every teacher in the school knew who I was, and all of them gave me a ride home at least once. Like after school, the kids would gang up, and mind you, these kids had brothers and stuff in junior high, so they got them involved. They were like, they're all basically like, we're going to get Ron Hall. And so the teachers would see that, and it'd be like 20 kids surrounding me. The teachers would come and they'd say, come on, get in the car, and they'd take me home. Wow. It was crazy.
But why was they always after you though?
I'll tell you why. Here's a couple of reasons. One reason was I was kind of like the smartest kid in the class, and teachers made a big deal out of it. It was like I was, when I was a kid, I was very, articulate and always was talking, and I was very smart and would get straight A's. So the kids, they hated that. And also we lived between 2 projects, and we lived in a housing area. We didn't have a lot of money, but we didn't live in the projects, and they looked at us as being rich.
Oh, okay.
So it was a combination of, like I said, it was a combination of all 3 of those things made me an enemy. But actually, when I first got there, they wanted to make me one of the gang. What happened was, when we first were going to school, I met a little kid on the way to school. His name was Marvin Baynard. He was, and just so happened his grandmother was the babysitter of my father and my uncle.
Oh, okay.
So me and him connected. But what I didn't know was they were already jacking him up at school. So when I came in there, they were like, okay, Ron, we're going to give you a choice. You going to be with us or you going to be with him? Wow. So when I chose him, like first couple of days, they were cool with me because they were like, I was the new guy. I was the novelty. But then when they gave me the choice to accept either I'm going to be roll with him or roll with them, when I made the choice to roll with him, they was on my ass. They were on me. So after that, from the 3rd grade to the 6th grade, almost every day, I mean, the kids did crazy stuff like set my desk on fire, put dog food.
They set your desk on
my
fire?
desk. My desk.
We talking
on
about
fire. Yes.
Real fire.
Yeah. They a kid folded a piece of paper, stuck a needle in it, stuck it in my seat. The needle went up in my testicles.
Oh my
I had to go to the office so they could pull the needle out. So I can remember one time we had a fire drill. I'll never forget this. We had a fire drill, and mind you, I had on like this all light blue. It was just like I had a light blue shirt, light blue pants, and we had a fire drill. So we outside, and the kids, they were kind of messing with me a little bit. So I see this really tall kid that kind of looked like he could be a man. He's standing down there. He said, come in, shorty. Let me talk to you. And I was like, okay. He said, yo, man. He put his arm around me. He said, man, I hear these guys be messing with you, man. He said, man, you cool dude. You cool with me, man. I ain't gonna let none of these dudes mess with you. Okay. You gonna be my little shorty, and I'm gonna protect you. And I was like, I was feeling cool. I was going, yeah, man, this is cool. So he took me by the arm, and he said, I'll tell you what, I want you to sit right here. Just wait for me. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna take care of these guys. And he sat me right down in some dog doo-doo.
What?
He sat me right down, and I'm having all this. I had on all this light blue with dog doo-doo all from the back of my pants all the way down. I go to the office. Miss Mooney, the lady who worked in the office, she knew who I was. They all knew me because I would come fight all the time. So I walked into the office, and she said, uh-oh. She said, Ronald Hall. They always would call me my whole name. Ronald Hall. Ronald Hall, what's wrong? What's the matter? And I just turned around, and they saw the dog doo-doo all over the back of my clothes.
Oh my God.
So yeah, it was crazy.
So after the dog doo-doo, that's when you decided I gotta do some karate.
Yeah, well, what happened was kind of. See, what happened was it was right around like 1972, 71 when Kung Fu movies first started coming out. I had a friend named Herb White. He actually plays in the band, the Black Print Experience, one of my oldest friends. His father took us to see a lady at the Senator on Minnesota Avenue. We went to see Lady Kung Fu and Bruce Lee's Fist of Fury.
Okay.
When I walked out that movie theater, I was transformed. my mind was blown. It was like, you know, I had never seen anything like it in my life.
Right.
And I just knew somehow it just like infected my DNA is that I wanted to learn about martial arts.
Right.
Just so happened at the same time, Kenilworth had built a recreation center. If you're familiar with the Kenilworth Park.
I know that area.
That big old giant park with all that grass. You know, that used to be our hanging ground.
Right across the 95, the highway.
Yeah.
You had the gas stations and stuff over there. Yeah. I know that area.
Yep. So
that's my spot.
So that recreation center was just built, and they started teaching karate. Every teacher in the class every teacher went to my school and said, Ron, they starting karate over there. You need to start taking karate. Everybody was telling me, you need to start taking karate. Yeah. So we took karate. It was a man, his name was William Phillips. He had an organization called 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. And you know, it was a Korean martial art. And all of our friends who lived in that neighborhood, we all took it at the same time.
Okay.
The problem was that I was the worst. I was so bad, they used to call me super sorry. It was like I couldn't kick, I couldn't punch, I didn't have any coordination. I was skinny and just real tiny. And you know, and my brother and Herb, they were like the superstars. They were like brown belts. I was still hovering down in the white belt area, you know, trying to learn how to do the first kata and stuff like that. But gradually, I don't know what happened, kind of what took on. I started to gradually learn the basics of karate, just kept doing it over and learned the basics. And actually, once I learned the basics, then it got a little bit easier for me to progress. I started learning other things. And then when I would go to move, like all summer, we would get up in the morning and go to, like, you know, collect bottle tops and stuff and go to the movies, go to the Senator. We'd be in there all day looking at like Free the Hard Way, Enter the Dragon, and Chinese Connection to like about 10 o'clock at night. And so I would take those moves and incorporate it into the karate that I was learning. And I would say maybe by the time I got 13, I started getting pretty good.
Pretty good at it.
I can remember the last time when the kids messed with me at school. What was funny was there was a guy who used to bully me named 𝗓𝗏𝗏𝗏 Cox. If anybody out there know him, me and him have a long history together. Well, 𝗓𝗏𝗏𝗏 Cox was supposed to be the baddest guy in the school. And one time I was at the class board and I was writing something on the board, and he said something like, Ronald Hall's a faggot. And I don't know what got into me, but I had a little confidence back then. I said, if you see a faggot, come smack a faggot, right? So he came up there. Everybody was looking at me like, ooh, Ron Hall getting like bad with 𝗓𝗏𝗏𝗏. And he came up in my face, and I just took the biggest haymaker I possibly could do and just punched him on the ground. And he did absolutely nothing.
Wow.
And everybody in the class was just kind of shocked. He did absolutely nothing. And that was the last time in my entire life that somebody had ever bullied me.
So once you started taking the karate and everything, that got your confidence
got my confidence up.
And then all of a sudden, and that's how bullies do. If you don't fight back and you can fight back and lose. Nobody will bully you no more. Because because I dealt with a lot of bullies because I was the equalizer in my room, in my school, y'all. I wasn't a bully. I was always a protector type person. If I'd known that you didn't want to fight this person, all you got to do is give me a signal. And I'll say, it ain't going to be no fight. Come on, Mike, man, I want to see a fight. Well, if you want to see a fight, you fight me. Like I was bad. Nobody wanted to fight me, though. I just had a lot of mouth, I guess.
Right.
But I was making sure that I like to see people happy and stuff. So explain to us, so when you knew you was getting good, right? That's where you left off at. Explain to us about how you start getting to bigger levels and knowing that you was like sharp with it.
Okay, so what happened was that all my friends, we all did karate. Like all of us, we all did karate, but they started to notice that I started to get good.
Did y'all walk around with the karate pants on like you got on right here and stuff like that?
We had all kind of stuff. Like I would take my mother's clothes and make the kung fu outfits that I saw in the kung fu movies and stuff like that.
A karate kung fu
that's
thing
what it
you
is.
got on there.
That's kung fu brother attire. Yeah,
Okay.
I just love that aesthetic, and I kind of wear it to
right.
honor the Chinese culture that that I get the martial art from. So that's kind of why I wear stuff like that. But we all wore, like kung fu stuff. We all did martial arts, but I started to get really good. you know, and whereas I would fight like my brother and Herb out of our game, they probably were like the best two. And I got to a point where I could fight them to a standstill, and then I could start overpowering them.
Right.
So then once I start overpowering them, I started to practice a lot, and people just started to notice that I was getting pretty good. So what happened was, go ahead.
I would great say, go ahead.
So what happened was that the karate I was taking was not like the kung fu I was seeing in the movie theater.
There you go.
So that was so I was like, I want to fight like those guys, because they were doing all these styles, you know, snake fist and dragon fist and stuff like that. So what happened was we moved to Temple Hills, Maryland.
Okay.
And we lived in a place called Southview off of Southern Avenue.
I didn't know y'all lived in Southview. I was scared of the Southview boys. Southview boys.
Yeah, buddy, we lived in Southview. And in Eastover down the street, they had a guy teaching kung fu named Willie Lin. He was a Chinese guy from China that had immigrated to America. And
right. He had a Chinese, karate class right in
it was kung fu. Yeah, it was kung fu. It was right in Eastover. So
that's what I know.
So I went
kung fu.
So I went
judo,
there.
All that karate to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Before I before I learned about martial arts, it was all karate. And then once I learned, you know, it's like you got all kind of distinctions. You got northern style, southern style, mantis, you know, snake fist, drunken. You know, you just got hundreds of distinctions based on cultural variations of who designed the martial arts. But essentially, kind of like Bruce Lee say, it's all similar stuff. You know, we use two hands to punch. We use kicks and stuff like that.
Wow.
So, so when I was at Eastover, the kung fu that I was taking was called wushu.
Okay, wushu,
which is kind of like a Chinese government sanctioned. They took basically all the martial arts of China and kind of downsized it and got the best and most efficient techniques, and then blended it into one kind of martial art, which is called wushu.
When talking about Bruce Lee, what I think, how can I ask this?
Yeah,
what major style did Bruce Lee use? Do you know?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so Bruce Lee started when he was a kid. His father he taught him Tai Chi.
Tai Chi.
Yeah. He grew up in a martial arts community, so he had experience with like mantis and other styles, and you can see it in his martial art.
Okay.
So then when he got older, there was a guy named Ip Man. If you look and know the movies Donnie Yen makes right now, Ip Man or IP Man as people call him, he took Wing Chun from him. So Wing Chun was the art that Bruce Lee had at first, and he developed that into his own martial art, which was called Jun Fan Kung Fu. It was like Bruce Lee's martial art.
Okay.
And then he evolved it. He started adding like wrestling and grappling and boxing and different styles. And then ultimately his final style was Jeet Kune Do, which most people who are familiar with Bruce Lee now know the art of, are familiar with his art, Jeet Kune Do.
Right. I just know that he was a bad dude. He was actually a bad dude, but I just thought he was just a super duper movie actor.
Oh yeah, with Bruce Lee, I'll put it like this. Here it is. We are 51 years after Bruce Lee's death, and he is no less popular than he was when he died.
Wow.
If you look at pop culture, you literally can probably make the argument that maybe the only person who has ever existed that's more popular than Bruce Lee is Jesus Christ.
You go
anywhere in the world, people doing martial arts, they imitate Bruce Lee, they got Bruce Lee shirts, they know some type of kung fu. That's the influence that Bruce Lee had all over the world. And
you know, back in the day when we was young, we didn't even have no driver's license. We was nowhere near thinking about driver's license. And my father and my uncles used to take us and my cousins to go see Bruce Lee.
Oh yeah, no man.
And when you came out of a Bruce Lee movie, you knew karate.
That's
I don't care.
That's right. No man, please.
Yeah, I mean, you knew karate.
Oh, I mean, that was like such an exciting part of my development. Like when I look back, it's like that stuff actually developed me, because I used to go to all the movie theaters, the Langston, the Penn, the Town, L'Enfant Plaza, wherever they had kung fu movies, where I was having a little job where I could collect just enough money so that on weekends, me and some buddies could go and buy some Chinese food and sneak it into looking at kung fu movies.
Man, I remember they would do a karate movie. I think it was like a triple feature, whatever, stuff like that. And in between, the kids we go to get some popcorn or whatever. and the guys and his friends, they friends, right? Because we older now, we understand. Like, God, the friends was over there, and the guy was doing something to him. Come on, man, come on. And the dude just broke out and said,
"Oh yeah. Oh yeah." We used to be in line, like trying to do the choreography. I don't know if people familiar with the Senator. That was like one of my main movie theaters. It was like this scary bathroom that was like velvet red that would go up to the top, man. And it was just scary, and people be up there karate fighting all down the stairs, all in the bathroom.
Right.
So yeah, that was crazy.
Okay, so let's talk about when you went to California. Did you go to California to study more karate, or to start getting into movies and things like this?
Yeah, I moved to California with the sole purpose of getting into movies. What happened was I had
you were shopping ready.
Yeah. Well, what happened is that when I went to the Army, for 5 years.
Okay.
And while I was in the Army, guys, I still did martial arts. I still was doing martial arts while I was in the Army, and it actually gave me a physical edge, meaning anything we did physical, I always excelled at. I got all kind of medals for like obstacle course, or things that we had. I would always excel physically because I did martial arts.
Okay.
And guys would go, "Ron, you need to be in a kung fu movie." They would kind of encourage me, but I had no idea of how to bridge that gap between where I am in the Army and how do I get to actually be in kung fu movie.
Okay.
And this is a good lesson for anyone in life who wants to do something, because what ends up happening is, if you have a desire or a goal that you are working toward, the universe finds a way to bring that to you. So you can be right where you stand and be the thing you want to be right where you stand.
Yes.
So that's one thing I just want to impart on people, is that's something that, you learn that as you're doing it. But back then I had no idea that right where I was in the Washington, D.C. area would be the conduit for me to be in kung fu movies. So what happened was, Dennis Brown, who was Willie Lynn's student, and he was my senior teacher at that school. There was another guy who went to school with me. You probably may have known him. He looks like Eddie Murphy. His name's Chuck Jeffries. He's a great, spectacular martial artist. I'm sure you've seen his work. He used to be on a TV show in DC called Pick Up the Beat. Do you remember that? It was kind of like a little Saturday show would come on. It was a guy named Eric King who ultimately was on Dexter, and Chuck Jeffries. They would come on. It was kind of like the New Zoo Review, but like for teenagers. They would talk about like teen issues, social problems, and Chuck would be on there doing martial arts skits. So what happened was, Chuck Jeffries and another guy who did movies named George Chung, who now runs Black Belt Magazine, they had a seminar of how to get into movies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I think it was probably like $75, and nowhere in my life at that time was I having $75.
Right.
I found a way to get that $75 to go to this seminar. And
was it a lot of people at the seminar? Or maybe
I would say no, it's probably about like 30, 40 people.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably about like that many people.
Yeah.
And but what happened was, they laid out a clear roadmap of how to take what you know and learn more and get affiliated with people that you need to know in order to get martial art movies.
Okay.
So I did pretty much exactly what they said. I moved to California. I made a demo reel. I started to get to know stunt people in the community. I made my demo reel attractive enough that people was interested in it. And that took about 9 months before I got my first movie offer.
And which was?
It was a movie called Deadly Bet, with a guy named Jeff Wincott. And what happened was, I had a hero. There was a guy I liked in movies. His name was Eric Lee. He's known as the king of.
What year?
That was 1991. My first movie was 1991.
Okay. I'm looking at what I was doing with your brother Ivan. I think was it 1999? What year? 9/11. What you remember what year 9/11 was?
9/11 was 2001.
Okay, in 2001 is when me and your brother Ivan was doing a lot of different businesses. His son was into Lil Ivan was into music. And
Lil Ivan was great. Yeah.
So go ahead. I'm just trying to get the time frame together, so I can know what I was doing around the time you was what.
Yeah. So I moved, so I moved there, and like I said, one of my idols, he got me into a movie. Just a little small part. I was a little guy who showed up in a ring and did a couple of moves, and the guy knocked me out.
Oh, okay.
But what happened was
that was part of the movie script.
Yeah, that was part of the movie script.
Okay, go ahead.
So what happened was I made a demo tape. And I made a demo tape. And before that, I was in like, I used to be a manager for like Wendy's, McDonald's, Burger King, all that stuff. So I knew a little bit about marketing. So I figured I was the product and I would market myself.
There you
so
go.
what I did was I made like I made a demo reel, and they had a thing called the American Film Market where buyers from all over the world come to sell their movies and promote their movies.
Okay.
So I didn't have enough, again, money was always an issue in doing this. I didn't have enough money to get in there because I think it cost like $500 for you to go past this one barrier. So what I did was I made my 15 tapes. I wait till everybody was gone that evening. And that night I ran upstairs and just the companies that I wanted to work with, I put my demo tapes in front of their door. The next morning, 3 companies called me.
Wow.
One of them was a guy from Hong Kong. Another guy was a guy who did movies in the Philippines. And another guy was the same producer that was making Van Damme's movies at the time. His name is Mark DeSalle. He did another movie. He did, I don't know if you remember, The Perfect Weapon with Jeff Speakman. So he did Van Damme movies and he did Jeff Speakman's movies. And they saw my demo reel and they were like, Ron, we get thousands of these and you're like one of the most talented persons we ever see. Come on in. We want to do a contract with you like we did with Van Damme.
Okay.
However, at the same time, a guy in the Philippines said, hey, man, I want to put you in the movie. I got this kickboxing guy. I want you guys to be like sidekicks and blah, blah, blah. We'll take you to, Philippines and Hong Kong to make this movies. And we're going to leave in about 3 weeks. So I wanted both. So I ended up dealing with the people, Mark DeSalle, which I did a 5-picture deal with them. And then I also went to the Philippines to do 3 movies with this guy named 𝗟𝗚𝗡𝗞. So we did a movie called Triple Impact. We did a movie called Double Blast. And we did a movie called Raw Target.
Oh, okay.
So that got me an opportunity to meet, a guy who was like my North Star of martial art movies at the time was Jackie Chan.
Okay.
What ended up happening was I used to write to Jackie Chan before I got into movies, and I was just constantly writing him saying, hey, I'm a martial artist, I think I got a little bit of talent, maybe I'd love to work for you. I could be a stuntman in your movies, whatever. So one day I get home from work, I see a tube about this long, and I look on it, and it's got all these stamps from Hong Kong. I'm like, what is this? And I open it up, and it was from Jackie Chan. He sent me a big old book. Wow. He had a piece of paper in there, and I still got the letter. Actually, I still have the letter. And it's basically like, Ron, I saw your demo tape. Looks like you got talent. He said, if you're ever in Hong Kong, he said, I'm no longer a director. I'm just an actor. But if you're ever in Hong Kong, here's my number. Give me a call. I said, okay. So just so happened, I was going to Philippines to make this movie. I stopped in Hong Kong, gave Jackie Chan a call. He sent some people, came, got us. There was another guy I met there named Mike Leader, and we went down to Jackie Chan's set. I think at that time he was making a movie called Crime Story. Okay. And I think I have a picture of it. Maybe I'll find it as we're doing the show, and we can pop it up for the people, show me and Jackie Chan in the office. Oh, okay. And I met Jackie Chan, met his father, and at that time Jackie Chan was a little frustrated because he was like, America's always copying his movies. Like Stallone, Stallone copied, out of Tango and Cash, the bus thing he got from Police Story. Lethal Weapon had Mel Gibson, but Jackie Chan wanted to be a part of that. So Jackie was like, America's always stealing my stuff. But he got the last laugh because he ultimately conquered America and the world, with Rumble in the Bronx. That was kind of like his breakthrough movie in America. And
and then he went with Chris Rock. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Yeah, Chris Tucker. That was a blockbuster. Yeah. I think those films did like $1 billion combined. So they made some money, which shows that martial arts really is a commodity that, when used properly, entertains people and makes a lot of money when it's used properly. So yeah.
So like, all right, this movie right here, I'm trying to this movie, okay. This is a 1 minute. Should I play it, or what is this?
Okay, I'll tell you what. Go ahead and play that, and we'll talk about some of the stuff in here. Just let it play.
Yeah, check this out, y'all. This that's on the screen. One of the most underrated material. Martial. Yeah. What I say? Material martial artist films. Check this out, man. Let's check this out real quick. Here we go. I'm hitting the wrong button. Am I hitting the wrong button? Yeah. Oh my goodness. So Wait a minute. One thing I forgot to do, y'all. Bad technician. So let's see. Here we go.
Hey guys, this video is a little different. It's more of like a preview of something I'm going to put out next week, and I want to let you guys know how
Yeah, we we back, y'all.
1763.
Yeah. And I didn't want the live stream to miss it. So golly, that's crazy, man. Yeah, what's happening, y'all? What's going on? Oh man, we're gonna start it over, y'all. We're gonna definitely start it over. I don't know why that computer keep going out like that. That's pissing me off. But we gotta buy all new computers again, because even this computer, I thought it was top of the line. But when we editing things, this computer moved twice as fast as this. But now on this one, it's messing up.
Yeah, you know, when you're doing technology and you use
you gotta. But and I thought about it. I was like, we bought this computer over 4 years ago.
Okay.
This one been here since 2 years, so they owe for the technology we doing. All right, here we go, y'all. We're gonna start all over because our live stream went out. So yeah, that's a lot better. Just so the live stream can see you and everything. That's interesting, man. So we're gonna run this from the top one more time. I thought,
hey guys, this video is a little different. It's more of like a
I thought we were gonna just see you do, and it's funny because I can see the production, like a Bruce Lee. You eating an apple and you beat the dude and take him to the ground,
right,
with one hand.
Yeah,
like I'm a vicious karate man. I don't need to
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
You
The thing with martial arts movies is that you got to do two things. You got to make people believe you are fighting, and you got to entertain them at the same time.
Right.
It's not real fighting.
Right. Of course.
It's play fighting. But you got to give the sense that there is some conflict going on.
Yeah, it's a conflict going on, but you got to let them know, especially like, dude, I'm just over here eating an apple. I went to the refrigerator, and I'm just minding my business, and here come this thug trying to fight me, and I'm like, dude, can you just leave me alone? I'm trying to and almost bite the apple while you kicking his butt. You know, that's what I like about karate, man. It's like I can kick somebody's tail with 1, 2, 3. Get on up out of here, man. So check this out, man.
Preview of something I'm going to put out next week, and I want to let you guys know how I actually met the guy, and I'm going to interview him. One of the most underappreciated martial artists in film. Amazing guy, ahead of his time in many ways. Ron Hall, you likely see him in Bloodsport 2. He's been in a bunch of other films too, but he had a pretty big role in Bloodsport 2. So it's actually funny how I got to meet him. I was talking to Grandmaster 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞, who you probably see.
If I flip backwards, boy, I might break my neck. So I ain't trying to do that.
So let me answer the question people got. Yes, I can still do it. I just have to sit down after I do it.
Well, for real, you can still.
Before I could do like 20 of those straight. Now I do 1 or 2, and I need to break.
Man, that's crazy. Ivan was telling me that you big. Yeah, he kind of big time in it and stuff. He was in such and such. You know, when people tell you like, "Oh, he was in this," oh yeah, and that's it. You going, you know, that's incredible, man. I like that, man.
Been in a bunch of other films too, but he had a pretty big role in Bloodsport 2. So it's actually funny how I got to meet him. I was talking to Grandmaster 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞, who you've probably seen on the channel. I had him in a couple videos, but I don't know how Ron Hall's name came up in conversation, but he had mentioned Ron Hall. I was like, wait a minute. You know Ron Hall? And he's like, yeah, he's my good buddy. I could put you on the phone.
So how many takes you had to do like for like one of these things?
So the Bloodsport 2 backflip, I didn't want to do it. Actually, somebody had suggested I do it. I thought it was kind of corny. You know, I just thought it was kind of corny, but I'm glad I listened to him, because that's the thing, out of everything I've ever done in any movie, that's the thing I'm asked about the most. So it took me about 20 takes.
Is that right?
Yeah, because sometimes the camera guys didn't have it, the angle was off, you know, the reaction wasn't good or something. But I had to do it about 20 times.
Wow. So 20. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And I just want the audience to know that, because I was a sound man on a lot of film crews and different things, and this stuff just don't happen. Like, you just film the whole thing, and it takes years. Then you go back and edit it. Oh, we got to do this again. We got to fly the people back in. Yeah, they got big budgets for that. But that's incredible, man. To do. So how did they know that's in your resume that you can do a backflip like that? Or
well, people know. You know, like, movies is very kind of like incestuous. You know, people are all like, you know, connected and relationships.
So they knew.
You know, I work on one movie. People say, "Oh, I saw this guy. Well, you should hire this guy because he can
do a backflip."
Yeah. So I'm actually one of the people who considered one of the first people to do like Hong Kong style action in Western style movies. Because before my generation, you had basically like Chuck Norris, and then you had people who were doing like basic karate stuff you would see at the movies.
Right.
But what happened was the Hong Kong aesthetic with Jackie Chan came along with all that like rough and tumble fighting with a lot of acrobatics and you know, culturally kung fu moves. When that came to America, there were few people. Like, there was a guy called Lauren Avedon. You might have seen a movie called King of the Kickboxers.
Okay.
And there's a woman, Cynthia Rothrock. She's like a white female with blonde hair. You know, she went over to Hong Kong and did some movies. And, you know, so I was one of that group where we were the first people in the early 90s to do like Hong Kong styled action in America today. As a matter of fact, a lot of the productions that you see today that are doing Hong Kong action, many of the guys worked with us at that period, like John Wick. Like, the guy who directs John Wick was the guy who worked with me on this movie.
Wow.
So that's how that's connected.
Keep going and everything. They keep So this right here, man, so you got a part in this.
I don't know how Ron Hall's name came up in conversation, but he had mentioned Ron Hall. I was like, wait a minute. you know Ron Hall? And he's like, yeah, he's my good buddy. I could put you on the phone with him. That's like, okay, yeah.
In this movie, it looks like to me, because I remember the movie vaguely, right? But I remember I seen the movie because I was a Van Damme fan because his stuff looked real, like he really knew what he was doing. But you look like you had a main character. You up there like because he had to go through all these people to beat.
Right.
And you look like you one of the top people in your area or whatever.
Well, yeah. Well, at that period, I was, my job in movies, basically, I was the black sidekick.
Yeah.
All the movies I did at that era basically was like me and a white guy, and we go do this. We'd fight this bad guy. We do. So that's what Bloodsport 2 was kind of like.
Mhm.
I was a guy who befriended Daniel. Actually, Jean-Claude Van Damme's not in this one.
Mhm.
He's in the first one.
Who's that you fighting now?
Well, this is actually Daniel Bernhardt's brother.
Oh, that's not Van Damme?
No.
I'm
Dan,
tripping,
he looks like Van, but he looks like Van Damme. He looks
Okay.
like Van Damme. But
so people thought that was Van Damme?
No. When you see the movie, you know it's not
Okay.
Van Damme.
All right. Let me
The conversation, but
we're gonna get to the end this
Hall.
time.
It's like, wait a minute. You know Ron Hall? And he's like, yeah, he's my good buddy. I could put you on the phone with him. That's like, okay, yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, okay.
So he put me on a phone call with Ron Hall. It was an amazing call. I got to pick his brain, and I'm like, Ron, I got to get you on the channel and cover some of this stuff. So the funny thing is, I've always remembered seeing him back in the day watching these movies, especially Bloodsport 2, right? And then I was researching some stuff because I'm going to do some very special stuff with Bloodsport 2. And he really stuck out as he does in most of the films that he's in. So it was actually kind of funny and just coincidental how I actually got to know him. So anyway, this guy, by the way, is coming back. He's going to be back in Hollywood, but on his own terms this time. So that'll be some really cool stuff to look forward to. And then, of course, the interview I'm going to put out next week. He'll also be promoting something we're going to talk about. So anyway, just wanted to give you guys a little preview of some cool stuff I'm coming out with on the channel soon.
Man, that's awesome right there, man.
I'm glad you like it.
Golly, I'm shocked. I wasn't expecting that, man. I was like, because I never I haven't talks about you. And you sent me some clips, but man, I went to bed. I didn't even look at it.
I understand.
I want to see some. You want to pull up some more while we talking?
Okay, I'll tell you what. We'll show the one with the apple, that scene. So
that
look
scene?
up. Let me look up.
Okay, you type it up while I sit here and talk to my live stream and different things, man. And label. I'm gonna have to take me a nap. This is exciting for me because this is the first time I actually interviewed. Well, this is the second time I interviewed somebody, but Kung Fu Brother.
Do me a favor, scroll down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see, Kung Fu Brother, go down. Let me do fight. Back up to put me back on the search.
Or Kung Fu Brother fight. Who's that fighting a cow? God dang, boy, you see, I'm not into the karate.
Let me try one other thing.
Go ahead.
Almost related.
Yeah. Almost related fight.
Yeah, go down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's odd.
Yeah, because see, I don't do a lot of searching for. Look at this.
Let's try Ron Hall apple and see if that comes up. Try that.
Yeah, so one of the things I can. Ron Hall. It's not even. I don't even see you. You got to get better into the search engine, man. That's where me and my team come in.
That many times, yeah.
Right. Okay. But
I tell you what, go to Amazing Ron Hall. We'll do that. That way you can see kind of like more fight stuff.
Okay,
so
go ahead.
Go to Amazing Ron Hall.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right.
Which one?
Oh, so there it is, actually. So here we
Right
go.
here?
I'll tell you what, do that one. Yeah.
This one?
Do that, yeah.
Okay. Listen to the music, man.
Please breathe. Don't even think about it. Put it down. Put it down.
What's on his mouth?
Stand up. Turn around. Turn around.
He's eating a hot dog. He's
Gently.
eating a hot dog. So that's mustard in his mouth.
Slowly.
That's way too much mustard. As a producer.
Bump my head.
Now this is going to trip you out since you've done film production. This is going to trip you out. We shot that scene in about an hour.
Yes, it looks like it.
We shot it in an hour.
Looks like it.
We shot it about an hour.
But I'm pretty sure. Did you do this first and then you did that other movie?
No, I did the other movie first, Bloodsport 2.
Oh, okay. It looked like you grew. You went that. Yeah, that is some. As a producer, man, it's even the dialogue was a little. And I'm not putting it down. It's great. I like the karate part and the fact that y'all out there doing it and everything. But it kind of looks like a B movie. So to speak.
Well,
it was a B movie.
Well, what B movies are? I mean, you got to see. A lot of times, people have limited resources to make movies.
Exactly.
That if you're comparing this to Enter the Dragon, it's always
most
short.
definitely. You
know, that was the money they had, what they had to do, and that's the best we could do under the money they had. So,
but the karate and the scenes and stuff. I'm looking at your talent. You know, you went in, so you didn't direct it or produce
it.
it.
I directed the action. I put all the fighting you see comes from me. I figure out who does what.
But as far as the dialogue and you going in there to you drunk.
No, that's all directed.
It's my nephew is into acting and stuff, and all the movies he was in, you know, and I was like, dude, am I tripping because you my nephew? This is some great stuff y'all doing here, you know. So and he was in like some very good B movies and stuff like that. Okay, so man, I'm tripping over the backflip and what other movie like that was kind of hitting what like a more popular movies you think you was in?
For me, well, Bloodsport 2 is my most well-known movie. That's
what that was.
Yeah, no, well, no, that's
not
that's Kung Fu Brother,
the very first one.
Yeah, Bloodsport 2. Another movie is Triple Impact. If you want to see a scene from that, let's see if let's find Triple Impact. It came up a minute ago. Do me a favor. Let me go back to Almost Related. I think it came up wherever we found Almost. Okay. Spell it right. Read it. Let's see. Read it. Go down a little bit. Down a little bit more. Just saw it a minute ago. Let me add fight.
Yeah, Almost Related fight.
Okay. I tell you what, we'll show this. We'll show this little fight
right here.
Right? Yeah, it's okay. Oh, that's the trailer. That's the trailer to Kung Fu Brother when it was called.
Okay.
Back up. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna go Almost Related fight. Go down a little bit. It searched something. Triple Impact fight. Oh,
my bad.
No problem. Okay. Go down a little bit. Let's see. Let's add Ron Hall. Running this stuff all the time on YouTube. You can't find it.
Right, because see your search for you is different from I never searched none of this stuff. So the search is like what the heck is he talking about?
Let's do hold up. Let's do let me go down a little bit.
Down?
Well, I'll tell you what, go ahead and do the go back up. Do Ron Hall and Dale Cook. You can see this is from a movie called Ron Talk. Go down a little bit.
Murphy's calling me. I don't know what. Hey Murph, you said go down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, do this one right here.
Huh? Huh? Oh, okay. All right. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Later. All right. Which one you saying?
Raw target.
Right here?
Yeah.
Is this the?
This is a movie I did with a guy, a famous kickboxer named 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞. We did 3 movies together. So this is our last movie.
That's you right there?
Yeah. For some reason, they always let me wrong in these movies. Like, or the cameraman not following the movie correctly.
Yeah, when you got a small budget, too much. Yeah, you into this karate, man. Hi, Dad. It looked like he helped you a little bit. You know, when you run up the wall, he pushing it. Yeah, I can see. Yeah. Right here. Look, see his arm help. Yeah. It was cool. I mean, but if you into the karate and the yeah. I love this. Man, then the guns is like cap guns, and then they add, from back in the day, you know, I'm trying to stop it often because that way the whole scene won't be together, you know, but yeah, I like that, man. Muzzle flashes and everything. But that, do you think that was added after?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Okay. He on your team?
Yeah.
Okay. Because he's looking at you like, man, you tried to shoot me. Okay. Yeah. Oh. That was good. This is real good right here. Yeah. Yeah, this is real good. This is the action, the dialogue, and everything that's happening in this movie is way better than that.
Yeah. I mean, you know, because Asian action cinema is the peak of action cinema, because the difference between that and American action cinema, well, actually, American has actually evolved, so now they're on the same par.
Right.
During the time I was doing it, in Asia, the difference was all of the people understood what the end result would be.
Oh, okay. This is in Asia?
Right.
Okay.
So, like I did that in Thailand. Now, when you do an American movie, the cameraman, the editor, the script writer, the producer, they all had different visions of what it's going to be like.
Yeah. Let's end it. Yeah.
Where would they be keeping them? In the gym, 1 floor down.
That's perfect. I like that. I mean, it ain't perfect, but that's way better. In the gym, 1 floor down. 1 floor. Yeah. That's tight right there, man. That's enough. That is real tight, man. So just a regular actor compared to a karate actor, is it more money involved in it being a karate actor, or acting is acting or whatever?
Okay, let's put it in this type of context. Okay, so you have actors who perform martial arts, and then you have martial artists who become actors. And there's a difference. And I always say the difference is the difference between like watching like Fred Astaire and John Travolta dance.
Oh, okay.
If you look at John Travolta dance, you go, wow, that's impressive. John Travolta can dance.
Oh.
If you watch Michael Jackson dance, you go, holy shit, what the fuck was that?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
wow, that's amazing.
Right,
so
right.
So what happens is now it's more advanced, meaning actors are being trained by martial artists, competent choreographers, so they can look like they really know martial arts. During that period,
Right.
actors dabbled in it, and there was always a clear difference between a martial artist doing a movie and an actor doing a movie.
Right. And those type of things is what I had to learn with doing YouTube and stuff for years. It's like people want to see a movie. They don't, but see, you're looking at it different because you're like, oh, this guy's just an actor. And people are like, well, okay, well, he's acting good, but he acting like he know karate. Right. And so all the people that know karate know that, but us that don't know it, we don't care.
Right. Because see, the audience today is very sophisticated when it comes to martial arts, because most people practice some type of martial art.
Right.
So they're not impressed if you can do the shit they can do.
Right.
You have to go, a person that knows martial art has to look at you and go, I may be a martial artist, but I don't know if I can do that.
Right.
That's kind of like the threshold
exactly.
to like excellent martial arts, is that you have to raise the stakes. And that's a combination of
like the dude spread his legs, something great happened, and he just do a split to drop down so the person will miss. You're like, I just duck down there and close my eyes.
Yeah. And that's a combination of filmmaking, understanding the camera, understanding the editing, understanding what are you trying to do in this fight? How is this fight telling a story, this part that's going to drive the story forward?
Yeah.
So those are all the elements that you use when you choreograph fight scenes and put them in movies.
Yeah, and then you want to avoid something that's looking ridiculous. Like all that mustard on that guy's face.
Yeah, well, hey, that
mustard on the beat.
That was not my call. That was
yeah. You know, so yeah, but it have to be somebody there to say, yo, this look good. Dude, ain't nobody eats a sandwich and had that much mustard on it. I'm just using that as an example. Yeah. But anyway, go ahead.
No, I'm saying. Yeah, well, a lot of times, when you're talking about like low budget movies, basically low budget movies, if people have just enough resources to make a movie, meaning that a low budget movie could be $1 million, or it could be $100,000, or it could be the money you got in your pocket making a movie. People made money movies. I made a movie called Vampire Assassin that I'm infamously known for. That is actually this week in the Red One movie with Chris Rock with The Rock and Chris Evans. They feature my movie Vampire Assassin in it 4 times. It's like a bad Christmas present that Santa is giving out to the kids.
Wow.
And this is a movie I did 20 years ago, and somehow this movie has just developed a life of its own. Like, people have made their own Vampire Assassin movies, made their own Vampire Assassin books.
Yeah, I would definitely like to see that.
So low budget movies, they come in all type of assortments. However, they can offer the same entertainment that a big budget movie, but you will definitely see like the flaw. Like, I worked for Dolomite for 8 years. Ray Moore. His movie's famous for the microphone being at the top of the screen when that becomes part of the aesthetic and the charm.
I know you saw the Eddie Murphy remake of that.
No, let me tell you what. I was working with Dolomite when Eddie Murphy was courting Dolomite to try to make that movie.
Oh yeah,
and see what happened.
Still alive.
Yeah, Dolomite was still alive, and what happened was Rudy wanted like a last go round. That's what he really wanted, because he always felt that the Black community, like for example, him, Red Fox, and Richard Pryor, all are from the same generation of comedy. But what he felt that the Black audience appreciated Red Fox and Richard Pryor more than him, and the comedians that were coming up didn't acknowledge him. They always talked about Red Fox and Richard Pryor because they were like mainstream. And so Dolomite, what he wanted from Eddie Murphy was he wanted Eddie to do the same thing with him that he did with Richard Pryor and them, which is like put him in Harlem Nights and make a movie with him. So that's what Dolomite wanted. What Eddie wanted was to maybe wait a while, because Rudy used to say this all the time. Rudy used to go, that motherfucker want to wait till I'm dead so he can make my goddamn life story. What the hell good is going to do me when I'm dead and gone? I want to go now.
Well, because again, man, and I understand what Eddie Murphy didn't want to say it to him that, dude, don't nobody want you in the movie.
Sure.
They want to remember you, because he know Hollywood. He know what the people in Hollywood want.
Right.
And so he want to play him.
Right.
And what he should have did, just like Will Smith in the Pursuit of Happiness, that guy's still living.
Yeah.
And at the end of the movie, this guy walks past him.
Mhm.
That's the guy this whole movie's about.
Right.
And then there's a lot of things that's in that movie that didn't even happen.
Yeah.
But they Hollywooded it. You gotta sugarcoat it the way so that I can tell a story.
But I can tell you from knowing Rudy
Drive,
Ray Moore.
nigga, drive.
Yeah, no, Rudy was a genius, man. He really, you know what? It wasn't until I learned to get out of his way, because I am an uncredited director on his last movie.
Okay.
And I must tell you, I was trying to show him like what's new, what's happening now. And it wasn't until I accepted to get out of his way and let him make the movie he knows how to make, that really.
Where's your warrant?
Yeah. It was just,
He was like, he said, Rudy, you know, that's what's in the Eddie Murphy more.
Yeah.
He said, I ain't going nowhere with you. Where's your warrant?
Yeah.
You ain't got no warrant.
Oh,
I'm tired of y'all suckers, man.
Yeah, no, Rudy, man. Rudy was, you know, I loved him. I always say he's my father, my best friend, and my worst enemy.
But also he came a time when people black people just wanted to see a black person on the screen.
Oh yeah.
They didn't care if he was good in that, man, and he was terrible. But he was so terrible that you wanted to see the next thing he was going to do.
Well, I have a little bit different. I would say, like, for example, when I saw those movies when they came out, my mind was blown. I didn't even know it was terrible. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just know that I went to Dolomite. He told rhymes. He kicked ass, and it was funny. I didn't care the microphone. He was so awesome when he stood and told those rhymes like the Signified Monkey. That was so awesome. I didn't care where the microphone was. That's how his talent meant to me as a kid. And so, you know, so I see those movies kind of like, you know, those movies. First of all, those movies made a gang of money back then.
Right, but because it was no black people talking about white people as bad as he did on film.
Right.
So who cares how it was like? He said, man, this like the guy said, he said, they laughing. He said, because they get it. It's supposed to be funny.
Yeah.
You know, he was like, the white lady pulled handed some underwear because he's just getting out of jail. He said, girl, what's wrong with you? I don't wear no cotton draw.
Oh yeah, no, Dolomite, you know, and Dolomite was a trailblazer. Like, you know, I'll give an example. Ernie Hudson from the Ghostbusters came from a Dolomite movie.
Right.
Julius Carey, who was Sho'nuff, came from a Dolomite movie.
Right.
So
I mean,
he was a trailblazer and an innovator at that time. And like I say, if you look at the movies now, you know, they're credited as being a bad movie. But like I said,
terrible movies, not bad movies.
Yeah, but that's
terrible.
But see, that's in context of now we're living 50 years into the future, and the quality of the movies are so great.
Even the karate and the fight, and the person faces right here, and he go boom, and the guy, like, you got all this room in between the hit, and then they go.
But I don't know if you watch the fight scene in the Human Tornado, that's some good martial arts in the Human Tornado.
Right. I mean, y'all was getting. I mean, but what I'm saying is nobody cared because it was like, no matter what is acting, even if you did a good job making it like in today's movie, when a car blows up, it's all acting. Yeah, the car blew up. Now that's a lot of money. But if we act like a firecracker went off in the car right here, and we kind of blended them together. Yeah. You know, that's like me, my intros. I'm flying through the air.
Right.
Everybody knows it's fake.
Right.
And one guy at work was like, he said, man, look what Mike made. Because they was all excited. Because this YouTube now.
You got it.
And everybody's excited and saying, because he made himself look like he's flying through the air. But the hater at my job is saying, man, that looked fake.
Yeah, I get it.
And it was like, man, don't worry about him. He's a fader.
Right.
A faker.
Right.
So a hater. So I turned around and said, Ray, do you seriously think I'm trying to make people believe that I know how to fly? You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because everybody know I can't fly.
Sure.
Superman can't fly.
Right.
But they want to make it real. And I understand that.
Right.
But if you punching somebody, you got this much of a gap, and the guy go, and fall, come on, man. And they were still like, Every time he went to the movies, man, he was packing the place.
Yeah, no, yeah. But you, and like I said, in Dolomite's defense, I would say you can find that in a big budget movie. You stop the frame, you're going to find where they mix the punch. But I would say what I think keeps Dolomite movies relevant is that he combined a bunch of elements at that time that was just unique and innovative.
Right.
He was comedy.
Yep.
He was kung fu.
Yeah.
He was a pimp.
Yeah.
And plus the stuff that he was and the things that he did transcended the movie, meaning that he did comedy albums and stuff that came from those rhymes, and he actually was a comedian who went on the road.
Right. He was good.
He was larger than life. He was larger than the movie that kind of brought the movies along with him.
Right.
So that's why I recognize him as being, he used to always say to me, "Hey Ron, you know I'm a great low budget filmmaker now." You know, and he was. I can remember we were making the Dolomite Explosion, and he went to the 99. He was so happy about this. He went to the 99-cent store and got some snakes. They had some snakes there, so he bought like about 12 snakes. So there's a scene I'm fighting him, and he throws the snakes on me. And he was like, "Look, Ron," he said, "Look at that." So we looked at it back on the monitors. He said, "You see that? That's low budget greatness. I'm a great low budget filmmaker."
Right.
Yeah.
Were they big snakes? Or
they were just a little handful of rubber snakes he had in his hand. They were rubber snakes. And he threw them at my character when me and him were fighting.
Right.
And, you know, he was just like, "I'm a great low-budget filmmaker."
Right. So, that was probably funny as I don't know what. Even when he was supposed to be making love and the bed started shaking and all that. I mean, let's just go overboard. He was good, man.
Oh no, Dolomite was yeah. I even actually
funny,
you know, I had a furniture moving business for a while, and when Dolomite died, I actually moved all the stuff to Ohio, and I moved that very bed. He had that bed, and he had all his Dolomite props. I actually moved all that stuff.
Was it true? Was that true that he got some type of big, I don't know, hotel or something?
Yeah, he used to live in a place, the Dunbar Hotel in Los Angeles. He used to live there.
So that was true.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He said, "Man, y'all make that room right there look real good. Cause shoot, I got to move out my apartment. I got to live in this joint."
Yeah. No, Dolomite, like I said,
that was true.
He was an innovator and a trailblazer, and you know, those movies, the Dolomite movie. That's why Eddie Murphy wanted to do a story, because that story is an amazing story.
So
about
do you think you're done with doing movies? I'm ready to make a movie.
Oh,
no. I got all these cameras and
I
got lights.
I'm prepping a movie now. And I actually just did a movie I did my first movie as an actor probably in about almost a decade, because I was doing like writing and choreography and helping other people making movies. Okay. And this was the first time that I was in front of the screen in about a decade. So I got a movie called Shadow Fist 3. And we won 35 international awards. We've been in film festivals all over the world. So no, I'm back to do movies. And you know,
where are you filming at?
Well, it depends. I mean, the next movie I'm going to shoot is in Atlanta. I just moved from Los Angeles to Atlanta, so I'm going to make the film in Atlanta. But my focus is that, and to put in perspective, the other day I had a phone conversation with a guy, and he was saying, "Well, Ron, what do you want to do?" I said, "Well, I want to bring more Black talent to martial art action movies." And he was like, "Man, you got to forget about all that stuff and blah, blah, blah." And I said, "Hey, brother, we had this conversation 32 years ago, and there's less people doing it now."
Okay.
So, you know, Black people, to me, I'm from Washington, D.C. I know Black people love Kung Fu. I've been all around the world and the country where I've been in Black communities that want to see Black girls, Black women, Black people in martial art movies telling Black stories with martial arts. If you look at almost any culture in the world, they have a cultural hero that has a martial artist in Thailand, India, Indonesia.
So, go ahead.
So Black people want to see that.
Okay.
However, Hollywood is not so, meaning that, I'll give an example. Like Michael Jai White has literally been Michael Jai White is an excellent actor and martial artist. However, he's been the only guy making movies for about 15 years. Okay. You know, we need to have women. We need to have, an assortment of Black characters, Black 5 Deadly Venoms or something like that people want to see these movies, because people express it to me all the time. As a matter of fact, that's why I continue, because there was one point I was done with martial art movies. I was just done with it. Was going to move on in my life. But so many people would approach me about, oh man, I seen your movie, you inspired me, or I copied your kick, or I do this. So I understand that, you know, I guess the example I would use is that Tyler Perry became the #1 filmmaker in Hollywood, catering to an audience Hollywood did not even acknowledge existed, which were black women movie going on.
Right.
Guess what black women love? Black women love kung fu. They got sons and kids they send in to take martial arts, men they married to do martial arts. So you mean to tell me that you can't take a black girl and put her in a movie and put it out there that if you make the choreography good, a good story, the hip hop music, you know, some great music, that you can't make hit movies with those types of characters? I refuse to believe that. So that's the path that I'm on. I don't mind working with anybody in the world doing a movie, but my focus is to bring a martial art movies with a black cultural slant into the, you know, into the movie space.
Okay. Yeah. Well, definitely good luck with that, man. Cause you're right. We need to see that. We need to see more.
You want to see
black courage.
Like, look at The Last Dragon. The Last Dragon is a magical movie. Like, you can watch it right today, and it is a magical martial art movie. Where's Last Dragon 2?
What about my man? I can't even remember.
Billy
I think
Blanks?
his name is Michael.
Michael Jai White. That's the guy I was talking about. Michael Jai White. Yeah. Mike works all the time.
Yeah. He did a movie where he was the security guard at a basketball place and brought his kids there and all that. I like that movie, man. I thought that was a nice. It was if it was a B movie, I don't think it was a B movie, but it was a great movie.
Yeah,
you know, it wasn't no blockbuster hit.
No, like, well, they don't have to be. You know, it doesn't have. I mean, you know, so, it's like
I would like to do some. I would like to be in a movie, man. So if I would love to. You know, I ain't looking for no pay or whatever. I got cameras. I would love to. But I'm a sound man. I can help on the soundtrack. I can do the soundtrack and all that type of stuff. You know,
I'm sure we will work together.
Most definitely, man. So you got my number and everything, and Ivan. You know, and I'm ready to start.
Ivan Hall, my younger brother.
Yeah, your younger brother.
That's right.
Ivan.
I'm the OG. He's the young dog.
He's the young dog. Yeah. So most definitely. But it was great having you here, man.
It was great being here, Mr. Mike.
Most definitely.
All right.
Man, and what makes it so bad is if we start working on a movie, in between scenes, I want you to teach me some karate.
That's right.
Because I might have to chop a motherfucker.
That's right.
Up. He said, you know karate?
That's right.
No, I don't know karate, but I'm a fast learner. I can chop a motherfucker.
That's right. We'll make a go kung fu extravaganza.
Man, I'm too old to try to chop somebody up.
All right.
Anyway, man, look here. We're gonna get on up out of here, man. Hey, I'm Mike Cross. This is Ron.
I'm Ron Hall, Kung Fu Brother. Look me up on social media. All you gotta do is look up Ron Hall, Kung Fu Brother. You're gonna find me.
Most definitely, man. So we're gonna get on up out of here. Hey, y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike.
I'm with Top.
Told you so.
All right, brother.
Peace out.
That was a great show. Thank you. I appreciate everything. Yeah. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. Oh yeah, we'll be in touch. I'm coming back here in March to do basically I'm working with these guys that do Blade cosplay.
Okay.
And so we're gonna do something at BlurredCon.
That's the recording right there.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So the first thing I do is I do a normalization right here where we can get rid of this and click on normalization, and then to here we'll wrap it up. And this part right here will actually be down here, something like that. But yeah. So the whole time we was talking, we get rid of it. I mean, we'll chop it up. Like this is the track of the screen recording, and this is us. So this would be big. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
But right now we're doing the editing and stuff, man. Dude, I would real talk, man. I would love to be
real.
Yeah,
no, that's what I'm saying. It's what we're gonna do it.
Yeah,
no, we're gonna do because what I want to do is with you is when we do the thing at BlurredCon, we want you to. 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞 is like a Black nerd convention that they have in March. That's where we're doing the Blade Vampire Assassin Symposium. So we could have you do a live feed down there because we're gonna have a show. I'm trying to get Wesley Snipes to come.
Okay.
So you're gonna be involved in that with me.
Right.
100%.
Right.
So,
Because I got I don't have the laptop.
You ain't got to explain. I see what you got.
Yeah,
Hey, no, trust me. I know. Look. I know enough about you to know that you ain't got to sell me on you. I know you can do. And like I said, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna come and like I said, that's why I wanted to come on your show because my thing is I want to anchor down in DC, like put my flag down, like DC is Kung Fu Brothers' home, and and build from DC. Right. And I know Black people in Washington, D.C., if we make a martial art movie with go-go music, man, people will eat that shit up. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. And we ain't got to make it big budget. We can make it big. Look, we can make it well enough where it only plays here and still make money on it. Right. Right. Yeah. So
my band Rocksteady is it's almost like in go-go, man. I look at it like we're a B go-go band.
I get it. That's okay.
But guess what? They pay.
All right, I get it. I understand.
Shows like
but that's what I'm saying. We put your band could be in the thing.
Right. So we have a scene, just give me your idea. Have a scene when the band is playing because Rocksteady on them Congos, he ready.
I get it.
The band playing, and then all of a sudden two guys come in and they see, what? Say what?
Oh yeah.
I get it.
Karate.
Yeah,
I know what to do.
Yeah.
I don't trust me.
So I'm with you, man.
We're gonna do it.
You need some,
Yeah. We're gonna
do it. I think that even on the YouTube and stuff, because I got over 400,000 subscribers. So
I get it. We're gonna do something.
You know what need to be done,
Mr. Mike.
I'm with you,
bro.
baby.
Hey, man, I'm with you too. So hey, there you go.
He gonna be like, man, let's do it.
Yeah, Mike, we gonna work together. That's why I wanted to come see you because it was like I know I need people like you to do what I'm trying to do. Right. And like I said, my focus is Black people want martial arts. Right. And my focus is to give it to them unfiltered. See, when you do it with white people always telling you, well, make it a little bit more white. Don't do this. Make it something like, they want you to compromise on all the areas that Black people want.
But Black people want to do it your way.
I know it. That's my point.
They want to do it your way. Whatever your way is, we don't know. Yeah. We just say, well, a brother, he's directing it. Oh, well, we doing it your way. Yeah.
Picture of us right quick.
Oh, shoot, let me. Now that we got all black, on this way. Oh, yeah. Oh. Still getting shot. It's usually shiny like that. He's still.
All right, brother.
Most definitely,
Mike?
Man. I'm gonna go grab me something to eat.
I understand, my man.
Turn this live stream off, see what y'all think. Most definitely. You on YouTube?
Yeah, I got a YouTube channel. I'll forward you all my information.
Let me I'm gonna send you a link to this live and stuff for the live channel and share button and all that type of stuff. Because what I'm about to do is
I haven't seen you take while we was recording.
Yeah, no, he said I'm doing the wrong video. It might be we're gonna do both of them then if that's the wrong video. Oh well, you called me. That's why. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So boom. I don't even know if the shock. You know what the shock bar?
What?
The shock bar. You were talking about a crab cake sandwich.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Where you going to get something to eat now?
Yeah, my cousin.
Yeah. Okay, all right. So y'all got that covered, basically.
Hey, what, you want to come?
Nah, man, I'm great. I got recording to do.
I understand.
we behind.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Give me the address. I'll be there.
Yeah. Okay, then. I'm great.
All right, Mike. Look, it was an honor, man. Brother. We gonna work. Look. There's all kind of things we can do in terms of see what the big. I'll put it like this: Hollywood's dying. The social media space is the new theatrical audience.
There you go.
So that's where I'm at too. That's why I'm trying to negotiate the social move. So we're gonna do it.
I've been running in and out here. I got all kinds of leads running in and out here. Okay, guys.
Okay, brother, man. Thank you for everything.
Most definitely. Give me it's 4:30. Let me give me about an hour. I'm gonna run upstairs and give me something to eat, an hour and a half, and all that good stuff, man. I'm glad y'all hung around to check out the interview. You know, people keep hitting with interviews to start networking and everything with and everything. What y'all think? Mike, you didn't split string. What? Mike, you did not split streams. Yeah, I didn't. There you go. Maybe I should have. Anyway, if you want to see 𝗕𝗟𝗢𝗖𝗞 bait naked, what? Man, y'all crazy. Hey, I'm gonna get on up out of here, man. Let me go grab me something to eat and everything. We'll be back on and see. I don't know what's gonna happen, but we'll be back on in about an hour and a half. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Y'all tell them Uncle Mike told you so.